welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sean Capri. I'm glad you're here because you're listening to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet. It's the Xbox Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my friends Fee and Mitch. How you doing there, Mitch?
I'm doing awesome. How are you, sir?
Oh, wonderful. It's episode 422, but you already knew that, didn't you, Fee?
I sure did, Sean.
You can come off mute to start the show.
I can.
Yeah, you can.
I can.
You were allowed to talk.
Wow. I
It's your
thank
show.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
For bringing me in and allowing
Thank
me
you.
to speak on the podcast
You're
that I
welcome.
co-host. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good to see you.
Good to
How
see
are
you too. Oh, I'm doing great. It's been a
I don't
good
buy
week.
that. What's wrong? What's going on? That was so you didn't even
I just want to
try.
point out, for all you audio listeners, the sass and sarcasm that came through on the camera while she said that was astounding. Go on.
That wasn't good. Yeah. What's going on? Tell me all your problems.
I'm good. I'm excited to be here, Sean. It's mostly because I'm always scared. There's always it's never gonna I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but there's that 1% chance that I think you're gonna unmute my mic while the opening plays, just to catch me off guard, because as you guys might not know, I say the opening and the closing in my head every single time, and sometimes I say it out loud.
Oh, nice.
So sometimes Sean really likes to catch me off guard. You did it once,
Not on purpose. Not on purpose. That was just some changes with whatever the platform did. I've never done it. I promise you. I don't even know how I would do it. I don't even know what button to push. I don't know stuff. I'm just a dumb idiot. I just hit the button that says go. I promise you, I've never done it on purpose. But I have seen it happen. Because I've been caught off guard with that as well. I mean, it could be worse if you're just sitting there kind of saying the words along. That's fine. It's not like you're, passing gas or, blowing your nose or anything, clearing your throat.
No.
All sorts of weird noises you could be making over there. But you're not doing that, are you?
No,
of course
so I
not.
apologize. I shouldn't have come in hot. My apologies, everybody.
That's all right. We're all a little, it's the end of the week. We're just kind of we made it, right, Mitch? We made it.
Yeah, we made it, man. It's fine. We're here. This is the highlight of our week, guys. Come on. This is the way to end the week off right and start the weekend off right.
That's right. Riley King in the chat. We got a lively chat here already on youtube.com/carpoolgaming and twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live like we do each and every single week. But before we get into everything, let's start the show off proper. All right. Geek outs and shout outs. What are we geeking out about? I have a feeling, Mitch, I know what you're geeking out about, and I might share a bit of that geek out. So I will start with you, Fee. What are you geeking out about there, you big dork? Oh, also, Bowser is peacefully resting for a couple of weeks. We will let her rest peacefully. She will be back. Yes.
Yes.
Just like
she's still on the show. She's taking a month off, everybody. So
just taking some time off.
Yeah.
If you guys want to chat with her, tell her in the Discord that you miss her. Do that.
Yeah.
Bowz, I miss you right now. Please come back.
Yeah, you're just here with us.
Right
Fee.
now. Not right in this very second. She's like, I miss you more than ever. Please come back.
Please come back. Please come back.
This just in, breaking news. Fee is also taking a month off simultaneous to Bowser.
Yes.
Just me and Mitch. Hey, you know what, Mitch? What a show it would be. Just the two of us. What would that be like?
Oh my God. It would be
dangerous.
It's
not good.
Dangerous. Yeah. A very good question.
It would be dangerous.
Yeah. Well, save us, Fee. Goodness gracious.
Sean, guess what?
What?
Every year there's a specific time of year that I enjoy more than anything, and that is Eurovision time. Sean, the songs for Eurovision Song Contest have been releasing. There have been a bunch of announcements, and so I'm going to probably be geeking about that for the next 2 months. I already messaged Fulia, and I'm like, Fulia, we already need to start planning out our Discord, hang out in the Carpool Discord where we watch the Eurovision. So yeah, I'm super pumped. And Kay, is also already feeling it because I show her all the videos. I'm like, hey, you need to watch this video, and then I make her watch it. And by make her watch it, I mean I stream it to her, and I'm like, let's talk about this. So it's really exciting. It's an exciting time. Kay also likes Eurovision, to say the least. So yeah, pretty good right now.
All the drama of Eurovision. I don't think people
True.
realize like the music is good, but really the stories that come out of this thing.
Exactly, like the countries that are boycotting it this year, or the countries that were not expected to like release like really upbeat like cool songs are like killing it. There's also some other drama, like some like copyright issues with a song that released that sounds like another song. I personally, Sean, was pleasantly surprised by the UK's edition. It's called like Mom, I'm not on the computer or something. I don't remember what the specific name is off the top of my head. But yeah, wild song. Really, it's very UK, which I love. And then
Okay,
we love
I don't know what
Cyprus.
that means.
And France
Dry
released their
humor?
music today.
Bad food.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Not bad food. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Mitch grabs his popcorn.
Not bad food. But no, there's just like a lot of good songs. Today, France released their song, Sean, and I'm not gonna lie, kind of Claire Obscuri, and I'm obsessed with it.
Nice.
Really phenomenal music. 10 out of 10. So I'm really excited. So probably geek out about that over the next few
that's
months.
hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is, because I used to say nerd out, and then I got called out real hard on that. So I'm
Geek
gonna
out
say
about.
geek out about it.
Yeah.
Geek out about it.
I feel like Canada Day also a tough thing to say. We'll get more into that in July. But Canada Day. I don't know. We could have done something else. Anyway, Mitch, what do you geek? Is that it? Is that it, Fee?
It sure is, Sean.
I cannot wait for
is.
Eurovision. I'm right there with you. Mitch, let's get into it, my friend. What are we spending all of our hard-earned dollars? Please go to throne.com/MitchPower1116 to support whatever the hell this is.
Everybody, Tuesday, Elgato showed off all their new audio stuff. And as a tech nerd like me and a stream gear geek like me, I was paying attention really hard at all the stuff they announced. And they announced a new Wave 3 mic, and they announced a new Wave XLR dock, and they all this stuff. But then, Sean, they announced this beauty thing right here, this beautiful piece of artwork in front of me, which is the Stream Deck Plus XL.
Yeah.
Do I already have two Stream Decks, one of them being a Plus and one of them being an XL? Yes. Is this the combination of both of them? Yes.
Yeah.
How badly do I want this? More than you realize.
Wait, how many dials are on that thing? Are there six dials on that thing? There's six dials. The normal one, which I have.
Dials.
I want to tell you, Mitch, you're welcome. From the bottom of my heart, you're welcome. The reason this exists is because I just bought this Stream Deck Plus. And so just like, well, I'll get into my geek out a little bit later, but I mean, I guess I'm jumping into it. Fallout New Vegas remaster is being rumored or whatever and teased by Iron Galaxy. You're welcome for that too. Okay, I'm playing New Vegas it looks like ass, and I mean, at least the Stream Deck Plus is pretty sweet, man. This was one of your finer moments, maybe your finest moment.
Stream Deck Plus. Let's put it this way: I started out with a 6-button Stream Deck. I quickly realized that was not enough. I upgraded from a 6-button to a 32-button, and I was like, you know what? This is the only Stream Deck I'll ever need. And then they put out one with dials. And I hated their guts because I bought it the day it got put on their website. Got it, love it. They come out with this thing of beauty. By the way, my Stream Deck has 32 buttons. That thing has 36. It has more buttons than an XL. It has 6 dials, and you can still make pages of all of this. I'm in love. Now, it's so good. And like I've watched like so many YouTube videos breaking down this device, and literally they're like, here's what I'll tell you. Even if this was available and you didn't buy your Plus, I still wouldn't tell you to buy this because it's too big. You would immediately say, it's huge. That thing is gigantic on your desk. You would be like, that thing is massive on my desk. I don't like that.
How big is it?
It's pretty big. Pretty big. It's a girthy boy. But this thing right here, I cannot begin to describe how much I would love to have this. Now, the problem is it's $350. I can't justify when I have these two devices in front of me buying this. However, I mean,
but you could sell them. You could sell them.
I could sell them. Now, I did look into that as well because that's a thought. Realistically, my Plus, I could probably get like 100 to 120 on average on eBay ish. My XL, maybe like 150, 160. this thing's going to still cost me about $100 out of pocket. And it's like,
you're going to do it.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I just feel like this is leading up to you saying I'm getting it.
Yeah, like why are you filling this podcast? Like, is this a house of lies?
Does anybody want to buy a Stream Deck XL and a Stream Deck Plus? Let me know. But yeah, no, this thing is a thing of beauty. And like, it's just one of those things that's like, they said like, does everybody need this? No. Are there certain people that need this? Yes. And I am one of those people that need this thing. It's just... Yeah.
Mitch, I need to address something in the chat. Yarden jumps in the chat, says, I think Carpool should just buy that for Mitch. to which he visibly, I think, disagreed, or at least questioned it.
Now I want to point out.
That's questionable, Lisa.
I want to point out something. In the morning streams, you guys know why my Stream Deck is so important to make the comedy happen on the stream. And also I want to point out, without Sean, that comedy wouldn't happen either. I have a 32-button Stream Deck that is full of Sean's quotes that I will not play on the show.
You can play them.
I'm not. I'll play one.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's all I'll play.
I mean, I'm
telling you.
No, give me some of the juicy stuff. What was where I was a cop? Boy, I sure could use some drugs. You know anyone that sells drugs?
Hey, guys.
We don't condone drug use on this podcast. Just a heads up. Just want to post that one. Disclaimer.
I was role-playing as Todd Howard in Fallout New Vegas, just to be clear. That's what that happened. That's what Todd Howard... And that's how Todd Howard would say it, too. That's how he would say it.
Also, Sean...
Boy, I love drugs.
Sean admitted this on stream as well.
I love gambling.
I love gambling. I'm just saying, all those soundboards. I have a full page. I have a folder within a folder on my Stream Deck software of Sean's quotes.
You're welcome.
I'm just saying, I got to color code them. I got to organize them because there's some on here that are good. But here's an easy one.
Hit the goddamn follow button.
Well,
yeah.
Twitch,
that's part of the
Right?
housekeeping. Nice. Yeah.
Just do that. But no, this thing is, like I said, I would love to get it. I will debate on getting it. If I can actually sell these at a decent price, I might pick this thing up.
No, you're going to get it.
It's
such a thing of beauty. It's such a
Riley in the chat says cancel Extra Life and just buy that for Mitch. In fact, Extra Life is canceled. Everybody can buy us shit this year. Instead of us supporting those sick kids, you can just buy us stuff. How about that? Fee, what do you need? You need an Xbox? What do you want? Yeah,
how awful would it be if November came around and we're like, guys,
we need 15 grand.
Everybody
US.
just bought something for the co-host of Carpool. Mm-hmm. And then if that happened, Sean would call me this.
You dumb bitch.
It's okay.
Damn.
It's my
no,
fault.
That's aggressive.
It's my fault. It's okay. But no, guys, like I said, this thing is fantastic.
So wait. This is the Stream Deck Plus. It looks really, I myself am very tempted by this thing. I might try to figure out how to make this thing work. What else happened? They got, what else did they do? It's not just this thing. They did a whole bunch of stuff.
So they also came out with a new Wave 3 mic, which here's the thing. At this point, guys, if you don't already have any good audio equipment, if you're looking to upgrade any audio equipment, why is there music with this?
We can't hear it.
If there's any upgrades of audio you guys want to do, I cannot recommend anybody but Elgato from now on. They upgraded the Wave 3 mic. They upgraded the Wave XLR dock. But the biggest thing is now they actually have onboard processing to where all of the audio that's being processed is on the device itself, not using your computer resources. So, yeah. And then also, of course, the big thing that I'll tell everybody who has any computer streaming, anything, go download Wavelink. It's a brand new software that they have that is available on all products now. It is the best audio routing software I've ever used. And it is incredible with all the things this thing can do.
Don't you miss like Banana or Voice Meter or whatever those things were? Remember those things?
I do remember those. Like Voice Meter is like that gave people nightmares with how to like route things. This is incredibly intuitive, incredibly easy. Funny enough, easier to use, but has a lot more cool features. But literally this, I have Wavelink 3. I've been using it. I helped Fulia get Wavelink 3, get that set up for her. Yeah, guys, I like those pivotal moments in streamer gear that happen. like Elgato literally did this. And I'm not even paid by them. I just really like their products, except for your capture cards. Your capture cards are trash. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But like every audio device, Stream Deck device, all those things you guys do, top notch.
Pretty
so
good.
if you guys need to upgrade any of the stuff, go do this. And Elgato will get me a promo code eventually because of how much I talk about it.
Yeah, that's some BS, man. What are they doing over there? They should send you a whole bunch of stuff. Come on, Elgato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like,
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, that was my
All right.
Elgato commercial
That's a
for
good
my
geek
Geek Out. So, yeah.
Well, and even ahead of time, you were like, they're announcing some, like you knew this was coming, like a E3 or a
2 weeks beforehand, they literally said like the next evolution of audio and streaming is going to come, and I'm like, please show me. And then they showed me all the audio stuff, and I was like, I can't. This mic is still awesome as it is. Like, again, if I had a bad mic, I'd absolutely upgrade to this new device.
It's a great mic. I just don't understand why it's across the room from me.
From me?
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say my mic is right here. I'm not Amanda, sir. My mic is right here.
Wow.
Amanda had hers behind her monitor. Like
He deflected
she showed
that.
me.
That was like a
Wow.
That was like a
My mic is this distance away. Thank you very much. It is right
someone
here.
out
I
on
called him out.
stream, like on our podcast like that. Man, I can't believe it.
We all have the same mic, actually. All three of us.
We do.
We do.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Except I have Stitch on mine. Look at that.
Oh, that
Look
is
at
so. Actually, that is so cute. You what else do you have up on there? What,
I have
what
a
else
little
you got?
dragon. I got a little
You got a
dragon
whole, like,
on there.
decor on there. Very
yeah,
nice.
I got one of the
Steven
guys.
Tyler
from-
over there.
Yeah, sure, that we call him Steven Tyler. I got a little like Reaper on here, and then I
'Cause of
also
course.
have Mikasa from Attack on Titan just hanging out.
Mikasa.
Mikasa. Yeah,
Nice.
I have a bunch of stuff on my mic, and you can't hear it.
That's actually
I
really
like it
good.
a lot.
Yeah.
But no, for
Yeah.
Elgato, please sponsor the
Yeah.
stream. Thank you. That'd
Yeah,
be great.
please.
I'd be
Goodness
very happy
gracious.
about that.
Yeah.
Also, if anybody has any questions on how to set up that software, ask me. I've already gone through all of it and I already know all of it. So just let me know. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
As for me, there's so much to geek out about. I don't even know where to bloody well start. I already mentioned Fallout New Vegas remaster. It's possible. I think it's happening. Somebody mentioned in the chat, I think it was Riley, said it's not happening. It's happening, you guys. Just get used to it. Iron Galaxy is absolutely making a remaster of Fallout New Vegas. Unfortunately, it's way too late. Should have been there with the show. That's happening. I'm bought in. Also, if you guys, I don't know if anybody watches Kind of Funny these days, but like Greg Miller had a great bit about this. He called somebody from Iron Galaxy and asked him what was up with it. It's great.
The
super
founder
fun.
of Iron Galaxy. Like
Oh,
the
not just some
CEO,
dude. Yeah, like the founder. Okay.
Like the head boss in charge. Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so that one is pretty good. I'm also geeking out about everything Elgato that you just mentioned. And then also, speaking of, well, IGN in this case, they did a preview of Forza Horizon 6 with like 10 minutes or something, 8 minutes of just footage. You guys, like, they don't have to make it look this good. Like, it doesn't, it's an open world racing game. You don't have to go this hard. This is ridiculous. It is so gorgeous. I don't know if this is running at 60 frames, and I don't even care. It says pre-release in-game footage right at the bottom. I just think this looks really pretty, and it gets me pretty dang hyped up for my number one most anticipated game of the year, Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah, this game looks beautiful. I really want to see. Here's the thing. We won't be able to tell on your end, but I can't wait for you to put this on your PC and just see how good it looks.
Oh, man.
That's what I really want to see. It's going to look really nice.
Yep. Cannot wait. Can't wait.
So pretty.
It's coming soon. Wait, when is this date? It's coming soon. Is it May?
May something.
It's going to be May. Okay, well, I can't wait.
2 months
for that.
away.
Forza Horizon 6
Yeah.
release date. We'll do it live. May 19th. May 19th.
That's going to be a good day. Sean might be like, I'm sick. I need that week off the show. And we'll be like, all right.
Yeah. I'll say it's one of my kids' birthdays, and after like at 3, like nobody knows.
It's
There's
my
just so
fourth
many of them.
child, Forza Horizon. It's his birthday. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
maybe it's my birthday.
Yeah. Just
It
make
isn't.
Find a famous person's birthday and pretend like you love them and celebrate it with them. Do that.
Riley King says,
celebrity
I swear
birthday is May
Sean's most
19th?
anticipated game was Mario Strikers Battle League Switch 2 edition. Riley, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you coming in so hot for? What are you coming at me like that for? They hurt my feelings with that game. It is not.
Ooh.
The
That's not
end.
good.
It is not.
It
Thank
is
you.
not, sir.
Uh-oh.
All right, that's it for me. That's what I'm geeking out about. So much to geek out about. What's next? Bring in the lady.
Wait, hold on.
Housekeeping.
Oh, hi. I'm not going to yell at you because last time I yelled at you. You're doing a great job. I just want to let
doing
you know
great.
that.
Yeah.
You're doing such a fantastic job.
Tuck,
What kind of
please.
housekeeping do we got? Well, the most recent Patreon content that we got going on, Sean's episode of Pants is live, where he answers some questions about space. I haven't listened to it yet, Sean, if I have to keep it a stack, but I know you answer some cool questions about space. I will listen to it. Don't shake your head, Fee. I'm busy. So I haven't listened to it yet, so it's okay. But I definitely will. But you know what's cool? Amanda's up next, and it's her birthday. So, like, make sure, you guys, if you guys haven't, do we know when Amanda's recording?
Maybe now.
Maybe now. Ask her questions, unless she said she's recording. I don't know. We'll find out. But also, a new episode of the Mini Indie Van is out. Sean joined Fulia to talk about indie games from the 2010s.
I will never be asked back on, Mitch. I don't know if you've listened to this one.
I haven't either. No.
Fulia goes, hey, bring like 3 games to highlight the indie games from the 2010s. I brought at least 3 per year.
Yeah,
2010 gets 3 or 4 games. 2011 gets 3 or 4 games. 2012, I did it. I didn't care, you know?
Did you say, I thought you meant 3 per year? Or
no, I understood the instructions clearly. No, I understood. There was just absolutely
clearly.
No way. Look, we're going to highlight like, it is a crazy decade, okay? I don't know that anybody's mad that I've done this, but yes, Seth says in the chat, this is exactly what I said to her, like, sweet, sweet summer child, like, absolutely not. 3 games? Look, I was so crunched for time to, like, try to get in as much as I possibly could. I didn't even get to mention No Man's Sky. In the like, that's how crazy it was. It was nuts, man. We got Limbo and Super Meat Boy and Hollow Knight and Shovel Knight. All the nights Inside was up in there. Like, dude, it was crazy. So go check it out.
To say only, to be fair,
yes,
3 games.
I know.
3 games from a whole decade. That's kind of wild.
Not. Absolutely not. Yeah.
No.
Gone Home.
5
she hasn't
minimum.
played Gone Home. You got to play Gone Home. Come on, Fee was there for Gone Home. You remember Gone Home? You remember that? You remember that day? Those days.
I do.
You must.
Yeah.
You must play Gone Home. Required gaming from our indie podcast host. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you guys go check that out. Of course, you guys can also support the shows, all the shows that we have at Carpool Gaming, entirely free by leaving a quick 5-star review wherever you listen. It helps the show climb the search and get in front of new people. And of course, if you want to get in front of new people, just tell them politely, hey, I find this show entertaining, especially the Xbox Drive, the best damn show in Carpool Gaming. Could you listen to it? They talk about cool things like how ridiculous it is to only choose 3 games for an entire decade for the best of.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. He just said that.
Yep. Can't believe that happened.
And of course,
She's gonna hate me for this.
Nobody clicked this part
now.
and send it directly to Fulia, who is streaming right now. Don't do that. Make sure you do that. You know what? Stop.
I'm right
sorry.
here.
I know you're right here. I slipped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
Everybody
does. It's like not even just me. So don't yell at me like it is just me, please. Okay.
We're all angry at each other.
Current Backtrackers game is Fury Unleashed, which is happening Saturday, March 7th, which is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys are there for that. Or as Locklet says, Furry Unleashed.
Oh, Furry.
And the current, yeah, exactly. And then the current Book Crafters theme, book adaptations, Which Did It Better, which is happening on Saturday, March 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern. Fee, do you have any ideas of what you're going to bring to that as a little teaser?
That's a very good question. As I just finished up Hell's Moving Castle. So I'm going to have some thoughts on that one. And of course, there's a plethora of other books, Mitch, that I have read that have become either movies or television shows. So yeah, I don't know what new I'm going to read between now and then, but we'll see. Of course, Scott Pilgrim. There you go, Sean.
He's right here.
Join us.
He's right here.
You can talk about Scott Pilgrim. You can come and
The books
talk
were
about
way
that.
better. The books were way better.
Well, then come and tell us that and tell us
I will.
why. Yeah. Come tell us why your
could.
favorite books are better. Because there's so many books right now that are becoming television shows. One of the hottest shows of this year, Heated Rivalry, was a book. Guys, the author's from Nova Scotia, which is
shout out
wild.
Nova Scotia. That's
Woo!
great.
Nova
Yeah, what a
Scotia.
place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Support the arts, guys. Support the
Yep.
arts.
We do. We are. We are the arts.
Both of you humble bragging that you can read and all. I mean, that's
I
cool
know,
though.
right?
Mitch,
That's why I just have the ones
audiobooks.
with pictures.
I swear.
Picture books, comics. That's what I do. Your cat is
Hold on.
climbing your bookshelf. What is going on? That is very. There's a cat tower.
It's a
back there.
cat
Thank
tree.
God.
It's a cat tree.
Oh
it's a
my
cat
God,
tree.
dude! I thought your whole shelf was coming down from behind you. I was like, everybody's very chill about this.
That would have been the best short ever.
Guaranteed that thing is not bolted down like it should
Sean,
be.
you just called him out. He tried to jump all the way up to the top one, and he couldn't, so he landed on one of the other pillars, and you just called him out for not successfully jumping all the way.
Yeah, that was a miss. That was a miss.
Yeah, that was a miss. Poor Luke.
Docked points.
Aw, buddy, I'm so sorry.
I have no sympathy. Cats are great and all, but I mean, you know.
He's a cute boy. There he is.
You should quit.
I'm not telling my cat to quit. No. Oh my goodness.
Anyways, that's all for the
housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Thank God. Oh, all right. Get out of here. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show. What does that say? Talk to the audience. Oh, this is always hell. Oh, not that part just yet. Let's talk about the games that we're playing. Who the hell's gonna start? Who's playing some stuff? Yeah, Fee.
Me.
Go.
Me. Guys, guess what? Guess what I found over this weekend?
What you found?
Yeah, just wait. I was playing Tiny Bookshop, and then someone told me. No, it wasn't even during Tiny Bookshop. It was during the Bookcrafters, shout out Bookcrafters, that I was allowed to play demos. Fulia told me I could play demos. And I'm like, okay, well, I listened to Fulia because Fulia was the person who's like taking down all the rules about the games that I'm supposed to play. So your girl played 10 demos, guys. I went through and I played a lot of demos. I wanted to play some demos before the next fest ended, so I did it. I played a lot, so I'm going to tell you in order which ones I played, and then I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis because I don't have time to tell you about 10 freaking demos. I'm sorry. This is not this type of podcast.
Look, if you want to do 10, you can do 10. I'm not limiting you to like only imagine like if you were limited to 3 and you've got all these games you're talking about. Imagine if I said no, bring me 3. You can do whatever you want, Fee. Yeah, this is your show.
Yeah, my show specifically.
Yeah.
The Xbox Drive, hosted by me. I'm just joking. So, guys, I started off by playing one that's called Thank You for Your Application.
You're welcome.
You have gone through a rigorous task of trying to get a new job. However, you did not get it. However, you've now been recruited to hire other people. And so this entire game is very Papers, Pleasey, and I freaking love it, Sean. I love telling people, no, you don't get a job. And then you get to tell other people, like, yeah, you do get the job. Congratulations.
Oh, make their life. Yes, change their life.
Exactly. We're changing lives. We're ruining others. We may have had a assassination attempt, but that's fine. That happens. Yeah, someone got real mad that I turned them down, Sean. They did not come with the proper qualifications, and I told them so, and he told me to essentially eat rocks. And so he threw one at me, and I was like, that's not very nice, sir. And then they were like, we need to start figuring out why people are doing this. Maybe people are mad about the job. It's a little too close to home, and I get that, but I really enjoy Papers, Please, so I'm very excited for this one to come out.
People throwing rocks over there in Nova Scotia, Fee? Is that a thing? People just bending over, picking up a rock and hucking them at people?
No, not usually.
You said it was close to home, so I just wasn't sure.
Oh, I just mean like the job market's horrendous. Yeah, job market's horrendous.
Yeah,
but
fair.
This game's a lot of fun. I also played Prime Monster, Sean.
Prime Monster.
Why become the prime minister when you could become the prime monster? So you essentially play as a monster trying to delegate specific laws and vote or either like block rules from like laws from coming into play. It's a lot of fun. I played it. You got like the demo, you could only be the orcs. There were so many other options that I wanted to play instead, but you know what? We dealt with it. It was a lot of fun. If you like that type of thing, it was very like almost like a deck builder in a way because you had to influence specific MPs. Other ones you had to like essentially disregard them or like make them feel bad, stuff like that. It was all over the place. So I wanted to specifically play the witches, which by the way, the names of each of the groups are hilarious and 10 out of 10. But yeah. Everything's monster related as a heads up. Even the Speaker of the House, who is essentially a banshee, and he will get mad at you if you do some illegal work or try to essentially do bad plays. They will get mad at you, and he will investigate to see if you've done something wrong. And does he eat delegates? Maybe. But we don't question that because it's all part of the game, Sean. All a part of the game. Sean looks
Hold
terrified.
on a minute. Hold on a minute, Sean.
Yeah.
Back that up.
Yeah, I
Can
saw
you
it.
see that right?
Yep.
Hello?
I don't know what happened there.
That's called sexual assault.
Yeah, there's like a scarecrow jumping in and flashing his bits at the
I don't know
Pride
what he
Monster.
did there. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
I never saw
look.
this.
Use your eyes. That's sexual assault.
Okay, I can see what's happening right now, but that wasn't in the demo.
This is a weird game, Fee. Very weird. I just watched the
Very
whole trailer.
weird.
I listened to every single word that you just said. I have no idea what the hell's going on
That's
here.
essentially how like government feels sometimes, Sean.
Fair.
You're kind of
Yep.
like, I don't know what's happening. You have to talk to the Speaker of the
But
House.
I'm so busy.
And then there's a lot of things going on each side of the room. Kay also played it. Kay loved it, by the way. Yes, Mitch.
I have one thing to say about that game.
Ew. Yes.
All right, go on.
That wasn't even you that said it. That was a soundbite.
Yeah, it wasn't
of
even
Fee.
you. It was me saying
Yeah.
that about something else. Thank you. Thank you.
Just to be clear.
Just to be clear. That
All right,
was
what's
me.
next, Fee?
Okay, I played Thrifty Business, Mitch, where you run and host a thrift store. And it's a lot of fun. It's very cutesy, very demure. It's a cute pixel game where you open up a shop that was closed originally and you reopen it and you breathe some life back into the thrift shop. So every day you get to open, like you get different boxes of people's items that were donated or you purchased on Marketplace, and then you sell those items. It's really cute. The story is really fun. A lot of people come in looking for like pet supplies and stuff like that or things for their pets, and you get to learn about the people of the town that way as well. So they'll put in requests, and they might say like, oh, I'm really looking for this like blue vase with a really cool pattern, but I haven't found something that is inspiring to me yet. And so you can find one of those items and make sure that you have it out for the next day. And there's different benefits and bonuses for having specific items together. So if you have like a lot of kitchenware, you want all the kitchenware together. But if you have a kitchenware that are purple, if you have those connected together or close together, you also get bonuses and benefits, and like the amounts go up because you have those items beside each other. So yeah, it's really cute, really chill, and that's what I wanted to play. And so yeah, really fun demo. Then I played Hosey, Hozy. Z if you're American, unfortunately. So essentially what you're doing is you're playing a game where you're redecorating places. Mind you, one of the last places during the demo was kind of creepy because there was a summoning circle with a bunch of gnomes, but we don't question that. There was a lot of weird writing on the wall, but we don't question that. But so you are just decorating the areas. You get to paint, you get to choose from 3 different colors. You can like paint like walls different colors, or you can have different patterns that you can paint. There is no like pattern on the wall that you can paint right now, but who knows what they do in the future. And yeah, you get to open up the boxes. It's very like much like an unpacking like the unpacking game, but you're literally it's a whole other experience in this case because you do get to paint and do those decorations. Yes, Mitch.
One thing I'll say I appreciate about that demo is even though it is a quote unquote indie game and it's like a cozy game or whatever, the graphics of that game, just like the fine details of stuff that I noticed, like the shimmer of the light when you're painting, when you put down the box and like little pellets of things, it's like super duper detailed and super duper realistic looking, but it's still like that cozy type of game. That looked cool. Like I applaud them for not just going with like your traditional like pixel art or Stardew look or anything like that. They were like, no, we're gonna make this type of game, but it's gonna be super duper crispy looking, and the physics of that stuff look really cool too. So I just want to point that out.
And what I do like about this game as well, on the topic of the design as well, is when it comes to games like a House Flipper and stuff like that, I find them very overwhelming because there's so many different options. In this case, you get 3 color paints. They're like, do you want blue, orange, and green? So you could paint one wall blue, one wall green. You can mix and match. One of my rooms, I had a white wall, but then I had a green like squiggle on it, and I thought it looked really cool and like artsy, so I kept it. So yeah, it keeps it limited, so it kind of keeps you like it says like this is what this person person wants decoration wise, but you can put anything anywhere. So one of the rooms, it's like a studio. So one of the part of the studio, the other part is the driveway that has a motorcycle in it, but you can put like a table outside with an easel with a canvas on it to make it look like, and then kind of coming up with these stories that, oh, this person goes outside to paint because it has better lighting outside, but then they go inside and they have a woodworking area and they have another easel that they might do other specific art with because you have like this massive light. And so it's kind of like you're building out this story on like how this person would live in this space. So I really enjoyed it, and I didn't feel overwhelmed, which was fantastic for me as someone who does get incredibly overwhelmed with design games. So yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Big same.
This is really good game for that.
It looks great. It looks like some of the videos I get on Reels and Facebook and whatnot of just like people going, I want to renovate this space, and they make it look so easy. And it's like, that's not easy. That's hard as hell. That's kind of what I get that same kind of vibe. Just, give it a paint. Give it a quick once over, and it all looks great.
It's also really fun because then you can see, like, you can compare. So you and your friends can, like, renovate the same room, and then you get to see the differences because...
Leaderboards.
I mean, sure.
Kind of.
There is no real leaderboards with it, but you can take photos and you can compare. I know when I was playing it, Kay was playing it at the same time, and her room looked a lot different than my rooms.
Better.
And vice versa. I mean, my rooms the flow was a little bit less chaotic,
Whose was better,
which is funny.
Whose was better?
It was mine,
Yeah,
Kay.
okay.
I'm so sorry. Yes. She's gonna come after me. Oh no. But yeah, that was a very fun one.
Nice.
And one of my
Cozy.
most cozy, and continuing the cozy, because then we're going to get into a lot of like darker games. I played The Witch's Bakery that's coming out this year. Guys, it was adorable. I freaking want this game so badly right now. I legitimately need the entire game as I think about this game. It is very Studio Ghibli. You're a witch and you finally graduated, so then you open up a bakery in downtown Paris. And what's really cool is the witch is, her magic is all heart-based. So what she can see is people's emotions. And so she uses her baked goods to be able to like lighten people's moods. And then there are these kind of creatures that are on their shoulder that you can see. It almost looks like an axolotl or an eel that seem really happy, but essentially they are a regret that people have. And so your food is supposed to help them like get over this regret. And you get to unlock specific areas, friends and stuff like that. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. And then, Sean, the art style is insane. Like,
I was just about to comment on that. It looks really good.
There is a scene every day at the end of the day. You get to go sit on the rooftop and your apartment looks out to the city and there's like the Eiffel Tower in the distance. It looks like Starry Night by Van Gogh. It's so beautiful. And I was just like gobsmacked when I first saw it. And I'm like, I need to play the rest of this game. I took so many screenshots playing it because I'm like, I need to like act this entire scene with like the background and have it. It's stunning. Oh man, it's so good. I miss it already. And then you get to like upgrade your pastries and you get to choose which one's your favorite and stuff like that. Oh, so good. 10
Look
out
how
of 10.
nice that looks. Just sitting on a rooftop with a nice hot cup of cocoa or tea or something over there.
Cocoa.
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice. I just want to do that. I'm stuck in a basement.
Yeah. Oh man,
It's cold outside.
Yeah, it's cold outside. There, apparently, it's beautiful weather every night, and I'm jealous.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
want
nice.
this. Man, I want it so badly.
Witch's Bakery, nice one.
Witch's Bakery, yep. I played Forbidden Solitaire. I don't know if I would recommend sharing that's one on the screen, because there are like some grotesque things that happen in the game. It's essentially Solitaire the game, but you're dungeon crawling. So you're going through a dungeon and it's very Inscription. So there's like essentially like this kind of like dark backstory of this game. And so what's happened is your friend keeps DMing you and is just like, oh man, I just saw that you were playing Forbidden Solitaire. Like, did you see this article about this? And there's like people boycotting it, saying it's really grotesque, it's terrible. And then you start seeing like, oh, the creator, something happened to him. And then you get even more stories from your friend and she's just like, I don't know, like there's some weird things happening around this game. Maybe you should stop playing it. And so that's the end of the demo, because there is something that comes out, and I'm not going to say, you have to play the demo to understand.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's
a demo with a cliffhanger? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Sean, that's we love a cliffhanger demo. That's what happened with the Operator, which is another game, the point and click game that I loved. It was a cliffhanger. It was like bang, boom, someone died, and then that was the end of the demo. And that's how you get me.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Dispatch. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Mitch.
My favorite thing, as soon as you said we can't show that on stream, Sean immediately pulled it up sideways. So you can't show it on stream, but he was just like, "Oh, I have to see this."
I'm like, I'll be the judge of that. And you're probably, I mean, it wasn't too bad, but it's a little.
It wasn't too bad. What I do
There's a lot of extra images in there that's like, it's a little like, all right.
Yes. What I did also appreciate, and shout out to the devs, they made a actual like trigger warning page, and they're like, before you play this game, please check this out. There's like, essentially, this is all the warnings associated with the game. Is it like as gory as like Fallout New Vegas? Absolutely not. I wouldn't say that. But I appreciate that they put the warnings there to tell the game players like, hey, this is stuff that comes up in the game. Just as a heads up, you might not want to play it, or you might want to skip these options, etc. So is
it particular themes that they mention, or is it like you're going to see depictions of like X, Y, and Z that are terrible things? Like, both. Is that kind of what it is? Got it.
Yeah.
Can you choose to like not see those things?
Great question. I did not look into that. Okay. I could have. I did not, though.
Because I'm thinking, Sean, no Russian. I'm thinking of No Russian in Call of Duty, where they had the mission where they're like, by the way, this mission in Call of Duty is absolutely horrible. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. And if you choose you don't want to, it doesn't affect the story. You can skip the mission entirely. I didn't know if this game like replaced those things with images that weren't so awful, or just skip those missions or things entirely. So
there's no faster way to get me to check something out other than, this is terrible and awful. You might not like this. I'm like, I'm going to check this out. Yes, please. Show it to me. What is so bad?
The Forbidden
Russian
Solitaire.
is awful.
No Russian's pretty.
No Russian's awful.
I don't know what that is, but I might check it out later. Yeah.
Oh, don't.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, tell me later.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell her later.
I'll be the bearer of bad news, yeah.
Tell me later. Guys, I also played Vampire Crawlers. Shout out Bowza. This is the Vampire Survivor first person.
Yes.
And it is a deck builder game, but not actually a deck builder because we don't want to call it a deck builder.
Yeah, don't do that.
Game. So guys, I really want this game. By the way, don't get motion sick playing this one because it is point and click. It's a very slow paced game. You can make it as fast as you want, or if you start spinning the camera around a lot, which I did just for giggles, because I just apparently love to just make myself not feel great. So this was the entire, like, the preface of the game is you're going and collecting these companions, just like with Vampire Survivors. But what happens is all these abilities are now cards based, and you can actually improve these cards with upgrades and also combining some to be able to make like essentially epic cards. And you have to deal and handle your mana. The cards, I will say that some of the what you thought was really great during Vampire Survivors might not work as well in Vampire Crawlers. Garlic is hit or miss with this one.
They
it's
nerfed
not
garlic.
my favorite one.
I can't believe it.
It's not so much nerfed it, it's just how there's no way for it to constantly do damage, so it only does it for like, it does a AoE damage and then it dissipates. So it's not just like constantly happening, which is a huge benefit in Vampire Survivors. But yeah, I finished the demo for this one. I finished both of the areas and it was really good. I had a lot of fun with it. It is interesting. The characters now talk, by the way, so they do make some random like 1980s like, let me at them, and then it just sounds like one of those like you're playing a 1980s like arcade game. So it definitely has that vibe to it now. So very good.
And this is standalone, like this isn't DLC or anything for Vampire Survivors. This is a totally separate game. No release dates. It says to be announced. So I guess we'll find out. I can't believe it's playable though. This is kind of nice.
I can't remember if that was announced at an Xbox conference for Game Pass. I can't remember.
I think it was Summer Games Fest last year when it was announced.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's no way to know.
No way to know. Maybe a world first or anything like that, but who knows?
Yeah.
Unless someone goes and looks, like Mitch.
I'm not. Mitch will.
Oh, Mitch will. And then I'll just shout out a few others that I played. I played Secrets of Suburbia. It is a point and click game that was apparently, as Steam said, was supposed to be like The Root Trees Are Dead. It is more of a horror based game than anything, and I didn't play it for too long, not gonna lie.
Oh, really?
Mostly because I got spooked by something, and I'm not gonna say what happened.
What happened?
But yeah, there was.
Did your phone ring? Was there a knock at the door?
It was kind of a knock at a door
Did
situation.
your printer go off all on its own?
No, it didn't. That didn't happen. But then,
okay. What's the big
chat
deal?
conversations popped up. I don't know. It's a first-person horror game, Sean.
It is spooky. I'm just joking around. It's oh god, that man just standing there and behind the door. Oh
yeah.
Okay,
was Alan right there?
Yeah, this looks cool.
So essentially what happened, it's the 1990s and your sister has gone out for the evening with a friend. Your mom has gone out on a date and she won't be back until the morning. So you're home alone while there's a string of murders happening where a bunch of teenagers over the past 5 years have been disappearing. And so unfortunately, one girl came back and she's no longer alive anymore, which was one of your sister's best friends. And so you're learning more and more that's happening around, and there might be some suspicious things happening, maybe some weird activity. And of course we saw the gentleman at the door, which makes it even more creepy because one of the things that happens in the game is you go to that door and you set the alarm. And so your mom's just like, don't open the door for anybody. And then, of course, that guy comes. And so was I thinking in the back of my mind, when is this guy coming to the door? Absolutely, I did. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. And I thought the first time I tried to play it, it was the middle of the night. So I'm like, I'm not going to play this. It's too dark out. Then it was the daytime. And I'm like, I'm still creeped out. So I don't know. I don't do well sometimes with first-person horror games. And that was just... I don't know.
Very unnerving. A couple things I want to point out here. Definitely, probably one of the things that really spooked you out without you even realizing it is the prolific use of the Comic Sans font on the OS in the background here. That is particularly devastating. Yeah. Also, this website that is showing up here on Internet Detective Browser, www.coolsites.com/alien/index, looks like this was made by the Mitch Power 1116 circa 2023. We got bright green.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and this kind of looks like you before as you're just starting your beard growth.
Oh, wow. I mean,
it's you.
Yeah, I guess. I had the beard before I had the no bald hair, but
that's true. That's true.
That's fine. Here's what I'll say though. It bums me out slightly that it's cool and nostalgic to have internet that looked like that when that was the internet me and you lived through, Sean. That was our actual internet. And everybody's like, oh, that's so retro. I'm like, go to hell. That was 1997. It was not that long ago.
75 years ago. This guy standing at the door is one of the best. That is a great clip of this trailer. That's awesome.
By the way, Sean, the first thing he says to you is, do you have faith?
Okay, wow. I'm
and he
running
just
out of the damn house.
To you.
Nice.
Yeah. So what a time, guys! What a time to check out that game.
I've downloaded the demo while you were talking about it.
Fabulous! You know what? I love that I am bringing these games to the spotlight because boy,
I'm glad you are too.
Thank you so much.
Yep. I got to get that Witches one. I got to get that one as well. But I have to admit, when I download it, I get a little robot-y, so I can't speak while it's downloading. So I got to be careful here. Yes.
Yes, Mitch.
Just want to let you know that the game that you were speaking of, Vampire Crawlers, is day one on Game Pass.
Oh, snap.
So it is a day one. It all it says is at the very least, though, we know it'll be 2026. And on the day it launches, you'll be able to dive straight in if you're an Xbox Game Pass Premium or Ultimate member. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
I thought that was showing off at an Xbox conference. That's why I was like.
Fantastic.
Yeah. There you go.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, I do agree with Yarden about the fact that it did load way too fast.
Yeah.
The internet loaded way too fast.
They had one of those T1 lines, Sean.
That's what I was thinking. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one I played, Nightfall and Cafe. Nightfall Cafe. So essentially what has happened is you are playing as a young woman who missed her train, and so you have to find a place to stay the night. And so you end up working at this cafe. But the cafe might be a little bit more spooky-ooky than you originally thought. Because maybe, just maybe, everyone you're talking to may not be alive. Sean?
Everyone's dead.
Everyone is dead.
Yeah, you see dead people.
So yes, you get to learn the stories and kind of the background of the characters who frequent this cafe by serving coffee. Also, there are newspaper articles that you can find throughout the cafe and around the area that tells stories about people who frequent that cafe. And I thought it was I will admit there was one that I kind of got stuck on puzzle-wise, but everything else, so good. The music was fantastic. The art style is very kind of like gothic, kind of eerie tone to it. And on it, like, I want to play more of it to learn more. There are different areas. There is a guy who lives underneath the cupboard. I don't know about him yet. He just randomly like gives you messages sometimes, and he's just like, "Hey, down here," and he whispers to you. Which, like, guys, he wants some food. He just wants to like hang out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I
have a question for you, Fee. We see a fridge here. We see some butter. We see some eggs, and we also see perhaps some milk, perhaps some half and half cream. Earlier today, we found out I won't say who it was. You guys all just have to guess. But one of the co-hosts, one of the hosts here at Carpool Gaming, told us that they had half and half cream in their cereal. They ate cereal with half and half cream, thinking it was like milk. And no, that's not the same. So we'll let you guys just kind of guess. Some of you were there. It was on stream. Some of you may know already, but yeah, just go ahead and take it. It will have a nice little mystery. Who was it? Which one of the Carpool Gaming hosts poured half and half cream into cereal and just went to town with that?
Yeah.
Was it Mitch?
Might have been.
With a side of Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, not the half and half.
Yeah, not that. Yeah, half and half, man. Pretty nuts.
Oh my God.
Anyway, what?
I was just going to say, I have one more demo to talk about.
Let's do it.
And it's called The Rat Line, Sean. The Rat Line. So, you are currently playing in the 1960s. You are a detective in New York City. And you solve a case about a man who may or may not have decided to run away from his problems and change his name. But then you get a phone call at 2 a.m. in the morning, and they're like, "We need your assistance." And does this sound like another game that I recently played called The Root Trees Are Dead? Abso-frickin-lutely it was. And was this game just as good? Abso-frickin-lutely. Sean, you get to search for Nazis.
Yeah,
so
we're taking them
essentially
down.
your entire preface is these Nazis who had traveled to the Americas between the, obviously the end of World War II till now, which is the 1960s. Sorry, not 1960s, 1970s. My apologies. I'm getting the times late. Either way, so essentially the whole preface is you're trying to figure out who is who. And so you're unlocking this story of like, where did these brothers come from? Is including the Rolf and Fritz Scholz, who are two brothers that were Nazis who then traveled to the U.S. But where did they end up, Sean? Where did they change their name? When did they start doing a whole other occupation and they'll live a completely different life? Who
Argentina.
knows? And there might be a mention of Argentina. There is. But either way.
Nailed it. Man, I'm good at this game. Holy crap.
No, I honestly am very excited. The music, the soft jazz, the fact when you load up the game, Sean, you get an achievement for starting up the game, and it's called like dog snoring because there's a dog who's constantly just asleep in the corner, and he's your cute little companion. And every so often you hear him breathing. Like, I didn't even realize it until Lucas was playing it, and then I'm like, where is that noise coming from? And I thought it was Luke the cat snoring. Nay, it was the dog. So I am very excited to continue with this one.
What kind of dog? Do you see the dog? What kind of dog are you talking
he's a
about?
terrier. He's very
Yeah,
you know what? Very Wishbone kind of deal.
Just a
like
little shit.
I wouldn't say that. He's just so cute. He's just doing his best.
They're no huskies, right, Mitch?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, we love small dogs, large dogs, huskies, whichever breed. Either way, I want to it's one of those games where you want to know more. It's just like, okay, because then you find out that maybe each story has a connection, and then it's just it's so cool. Also, the Easter eggs in the game, I freaked out because there was an Easter egg to another game. You know what? Guys, if you don't want spoilers, skip the next 20 seconds. You can call someone from the actual candy factory from the Root Trees Are Dead. And then it's cool. A whole story. And I'm like, oh, are you joking? And you call them and then they actually have a conversation. And I'm like, oh my God, I missed you. I missed you as a character.
I wish I could have seen this. You should have streamed it. Did you stream it?
I did not.
I want to see that.
But
That's
here's the thing. I'm going to stream it once it comes out.
But you already had the moment. That's such a cool moment.
I'm so sorry. I'm
glad you told me about it. At least you got that.
Welcome back, people that skipped the spoilers.
Yeah,
welcome
spoilers
back,
are
people
over.
that skipped the spoilers.
Yep. Spoilers over, everybody.
That was mild. That's fine.
It was a big deal for me.
Well, no, it's not. Look, listen. Earlier this week, Amanda spoiled a major plot point in Claire Obscure.
Awesome.
Absolutely. She's just like,
by the way,
nuts to y'all. I played it, so here it is.
Yeah, I still haven't played Claire Obscure. Now, here's the thing. I'm stupid, and I'll forget what she said. It's fine. But, I want to play the game and go back and hear how big of a spoiler that is, because they were all offended. They were like, what are you doing right now?
Yeah. It's edited in the audio format, so there's that.
I listened on YouTube the next day, and it was great.
Not edited.
It was great. Not edited at all. It's fantastic.
Yeah, Seth in the chat says it was the spoiler, probably.
It's great.
It's pretty unreal. Yeah. Anyway, so that's why I'd say, relative to that, you're fine. That's a fine spoiler.
If someone can message me and tell me what Amanda spoiled on the Nintendo Drive, I would really appreciate it.
We'll get you a
timestamp. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. But yeah, those are the demos that I've played.
Good demos, Fee. Yeah. Holy crap. Nice.
I really wanted to check out some stuff. So,
you did. You checked out the stuff.
I did play other games. I played, of course, Tiny Bookshop. Been still having a lot of fun with that. Played some Arc Raiders, even though Mitch didn't. And so, I've just been... you know what? I've just come to the conclusion I just like to play that game to play with friends. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. That sounded pointed.
It was. No, I'm just joking. It was not pointed. But yeah, that's essentially what my week was.
Sweet. Good week.
Those are the games. Good week. Good games.
Good games. Good
10
games.
out of 10.
Yeah. I can't wait to come back to this and listen to it and then download the other ones that I missed. I must get the Witches one. What is it called? Bitches Bakery?
It's called the Witches Bakery.
Not the Bitches Wakery.
You definitely said that, but it's fine.
I did not. I was close. But I wanted to just say it anyways. Yes.
If you go to my backlogged as well, I have an entire list of the games the demos that I played. And so the entire list is there under Next Fest 2026.
That's so cool. Is it really?
Mm-hmm. So you can go, it's public right now. So you can go check all the games.
Damn.
You can go check all the ones that I played.
You're so organized and stuff. That's so great. Oh,
so
man,
neat.
so tidy. No kidding.
It's either that or you go insane, Sean. So I appreciate that.
I am insane. There's no saving me. So at least you know what to do. Very cool. Okay, people should go check those out because I want to. That was nicely done. I like that very much. Okay, great. Mitch, what are you playing over there, you big old geeky dorky son of a gun?
Okay, so Fee played 27 and a half games. Yes. I played one.
Nice. Oh, yes, you did.
I played one.
Ooh.
And boy, oh boy, was it a good one. I played and beat Resident Evil Requiem. Over the weekend.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, indeed. Literally, this game... Okay, so here's the thing that kind of sucks, okay? I am doing a whole spoiler cast, GUI's episode with Ryan on Sunday, okay?
Nice.
So we're going to dive super deep into the game about what we liked, we didn't like, all that stuff. The best way I can describe it is the most Resident Evil-ass Resident Evil you've ever played, and that is not a bad thing to say. This game is so damn good. I am so happy that this franchise completely understands, one, what everybody wants out of these games. They understand what people like about the previous entries, whether it's Village, 7 and Village, or whether it's, 4 remake, 2 remake, whatever. They literally take the best of both worlds, put them in this game. Story is awesome. Characters are great. Grace has a new character, which is, I thought it was going to kind of like story was going to lead to something thinking she's tied to somewhere else, sorta, but not really. Let me rephrase that. Not this twist I think it was going to take, but still really good. The game itself, it took me 12 hours to beat it. I will say there's still a lot of stuff that I missed, surprisingly, because I was actually like pretty shocked that I did miss as much as I did. At the end, it gives you the whole, like, everything, what was good, what was bad, all that, or how much you missed of the game. The parts where you're playing as Leon, it is peak Leon. Leon is a damn superhero, ladies and gentlemen. He is rad. He does so many cool things in this game. There's so many different animations. Like, they have specific animations. Before it's like, oh, there's a knife. Oh, you could just go up and stab people, or you can go up and push people. If you have certain guns out, he will execute those people with those guns specifically. And it's awesome. Playing as Grace, the cool thing I will say about the game, the entire game can be played either in third person, which is this perspective that you're seeing of Leon, or if you want to go 7 to 8 style, you can go first person with both people, Grace and Leon, if you want to. Personally, I did Grace first person. And I will tell you, Grace first person is terrifying. It is horrifying to play this game in first person. There are some enemies in here that are downright scary, that are not easily killable, that will absolutely scare you to death and haunt your dreams. It is just I literally, when I saw the reviews for it, it was so good to see that this game got the great reviews that it did. But my favorite part is, the user reviews, I think Metacritic now, it's like an 89 or something. This game is tied for the highest user score with Claire Obscure ever.
Wow.
It's at a 9.5 as a user rating, and it deserves it. It's so good. And you guys know me. I play a lot of Apex. I put 150 hours in Arc Raiders since I got it at the beginning of the year. Like, I love those multiplayer games. I didn't want to touch them. All I wanted was this. I just wanted to play and beat this game. And then after I beat it, there are like difficulty modes that unlock. There's challenges you can go back and do and stuff. Like, will I do all those things? Not sure. Like, I'm not saying it's not worth replaying, but people are doing speed runs of it where they are shaving this game down to 2 to 3 hours, which, knowing everything about the game, it is doable, but I literally cannot say enough great things about this game. I'm so happy it's out. I'm so happy. This game had 300,000 people playing it. It sold 5 million copies in 5 days. Like, this is the AAA game that you can tell the studio cares about it. It didn't come out buggy. It didn't come out incomplete. It came out and it was such a good story. It didn't have all this extra fluff just to make it a longer game than it needed to be. It's just so good, man. And I would say, like, it is high. I won't say now. I'll leave it for the episode with Ryan. It is absolutely high up on my favorite Resident Evil games of all time. Like, easily.
Nice. Yeah.
It's so good. And like, if you guys want to check it out, shameless plug, the entire playthrough is on my YouTube. So you can go there and watch the entire game from start to finish. The upgrade systems that they had in this game for both Grace and for Leon are both different, but really good and like very smart. Like, obviously Resident Evil 4, we all make the joke, like the actual, what are you buying? The merchant that's just there.
Oh, yeah.
This makes sense in the story of like how Leon upgrades his things. Grace's whole thing of how she upgrades her things makes sense in the setting that she's in. The game is just, oh my God. I really can't say enough of it. So Tapeworm in the chat says speedrun is under 2 hours now.
That's nuts.
I believe it. The thing is, you just get those people that, my favorite thing so far is I was watching other streamers play it, because if you've played Resident Evil, you understand this game. Inventory management is key. Like, you can't just pick up everything. You don't have room for everything. Bullet management. You can't just shoot everything. You have to be tactical with where you shoot them, tactical how much ammo you use. These certain enemies that are there, do you use a grenade with this situation or not? Because again, they're just not readily available. But you can just see that this company and like Capcom and this studio care so much about this franchise, and I'm so pleased this game is out. It is absolutely Game of the Year contender. I mean, I obviously talked about Grand Theft Auto 6 a lot, and I mean, obviously if it comes out this year, then that could easily, take it, in my opinion. But like, if Grand Theft Auto 6 doesn't come out, I don't know what else could beat this game, in my opinion, for Game of the Year. It's so good. It is very memorable.
It looks
Visually
great.
is fantastic. Audio. Oh my God, the audio. That I turned on the audio, and then somebody in my chat, like real early in my playthrough, showed up and goes, "Did you turn on 3D audio?" And I'm like, I thought I did, and I didn't. I went to the audio in the game is so good. You hear footsteps, you hear little things here and there. When you're in those, like when you blow up, like a grenade blows up by you, your hearing's muffled when you hear that things around you. Like, you can just tell that they did such a good job caring about this franchise. And there's so many good moments in this game, so many memorable things that are like, of course this happened. This is a Resident Evil game. Of course this happened. Of course you have to go find 3 parts to a thing and then repair a thing while you're on the way to the thing. But guess what? It's not annoying. It's pretty awesome. Sean, great map. Great map.
Love a good map. Love a good
great map in the game. Very good map. Yeah, like they just did. I really can't talk. I don't have a negative thing to say about the game at all.
Wow.
It's amazing. It really is. And I really encourage everybody to play it. I rumored DLC's happening. Please. Like, I'll absolutely play more of this game. Yeah. And also, Sean, I'm very glad I did not do what I talked about earlier. When I was going to buy the game. I'm super happy I have this game. And also, too, I can tell, like, Kayla, who I do game share with, my daughter, you play this. It's real good.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, my kids are nowhere near playing Resident Evil.
Oh, right. Exactly. Yeah. But that's a cool thing. Like, because my daughter plays mostly PC now. And now it's kind of like I'm buying games and I'm trying to be like, here's some awesome stuff you should check out. Like, I bought that Resident Evil combo I was telling you about.
Yeah.
The one that was on sale. I bought that. And I'm like,
yeah, I didn't get that one.
Just want to throw it out there. Go play Resident Evil 4, please. It's real good. Yeah. That's all I played. This weekend, I'm fully back into Arc Raiders and Apex. And also, I'm going to get back into Ghost of Yotei. Because, like, I do feel bad. So, Ghost of Yotei, I was going to do the whole not play anything else, just play that game. The timing of when it came out was just really bad because we had Extra Life. And then I was burned out on content in general because of all the stuff I did back to back. And then I was editing my year-end video. And I just never got back around it. So I'm going to dedicate some time each weekend now to putting some time into Ghost of Yotei to try to get that beat. Because I do want to get back to that game. But am I sad that I played Resident Evil straight for 12 hours? No. That game is so good. And yeah, if you guys want to hear more about me and Ryan going deeper into the story beats, all the different things, like all the callbacks to previous Resident Evils, all those things, it'll be a GUIs episode that we are recording Sunday. So very excited to have that conversation with Ryan.
Easily accessible on the patreon.com/carpoolgaming, or of course the GUIs standalone podcast feed. Very nice. I cannot wait to check that out. I've never heard you and Ryan podcast before, so that's great. I don't know if did you have a question at some point? Did I see a hand go up that we missed?
I'm sorry.
It wasn't so much a question. It was more of a comment because I watched a lot of Mitch's content over the weekend. One, you think the audio is fun. Try to be someone who's watching your stream and also experiencing that. And so I was like playing demos. I was doing my own thing. I was like cleaning. And then all of a sudden I'd hear like this scratching at the back of my head. And I'm like, what is happening? And then, it's just Mitch's stream. And then we had to figure out like, it's affecting everybody, not just Mitch, which was fantastic. But then also kind of like you mentioned the fact that like some things freaked you out. I don't think I've ever seen you that afraid in a video game before because there were some times where Mitch was like, nope. No.
I actually edited before the show today. I edited my year-end montage for all the Resident Evil clips. I went back and I found some stuff. There's one moment, and it wasn't even for funny or content on purpose. There was one moment where I turned around and there was an enemy this close to my face. I love it. And I was like had that moment of like, almost like the enemy could hear my mic if I actually talked. And I'm like, just like, back up slowly. Like, yeah, dude, there's a couple enemies that like, but the thing is like, that's the best part about these Resident Evil games is that with the content or the resources being so limited, it's not like you have like 10 RPGs you can just shoot at these things. It's like, oh no, you have 5 shotgun bullets and like 6 handgun bullets. Maybe you'll kill them, or maybe you'll just piss it off and it'll just kill you instead. So it is.
I wish you played
so
Chronos
good.
before this. Apparently this game, and obviously I haven't played it yet. I hope to get around to it later. I do need to play 8 first though, so I might make a bit of a Resident Evil run this year, just for completionist kind of sake. Just to say that I did. I know that you could probably play this without playing 8. So
so the thing is, I actually thought 7 and 8 played into this, and that's when they brought Leon to kind of bring in like 4, 5, like all of it kind of combined in together. And I mean, funny enough though, no, like you don't have to play. I will say though, 8 is fantastic. The first person part of like, that's what I think Resident Evil got real scary again, is when it got first person. And I just thought like Grace playing first person is where it's at, in my opinion, because you just feel like I'm not Leon Kennedy. I'm Grace, an FBI agent who's just a field person who's not in the line of combat, who holds a gun scared. You know what I mean? Like that in first person really gets you.
They gave her the largest gun on the freaking Glock on the planet, and he's just like, take this, and she's just like, what? And then I'm like, hold it. And
Leon's big gun he has in the game is called Requiem. That's the name of the gun that he has. And he literally, he goes, yeah, of course, a gate's falling. And it's dramatic. And he's like, take this. And he throws it at her and she picks it up. She's like, what the hell am I going to do with this? And then that first shot she does, full stumble back. Like, what is happening with this gun in my hand? But yeah, no, it's pretty awesome.
So I had ignored a lot of like the previews. Like I know there was a lot, and we kept seeing it show up at showcases and whatnot. And somehow I guess I missed it that Leon is third person and Grace is first person. Like that was the difference.
Well, you can play both, so you can
you can toggle either one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to play the entire game, and that's why I like, if you played 8, like that first person aspect of Resident Evil, like I said, where it got real scary, you can play Leon first person if you want. You can play the whole game.
See Leon. You always see.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. Like and I mean, I'm sure when you do those executions,
you see that backside. You want to
just saying, man. Yo, I've seen some thirsty people playing Resident Evil 9, and they're seeing Leon, and they're like
the comments that it's just like people playing on PC and instantly modding like his shirt off, so he's just shirtless the entirety of the game. I'm like, I guess respect, like whatever makes you happy. Yes, Mitch.
No. Speaking of modding, I will tell you one thing. There is one enemy in the game that truly scared the shit out of me. Let's just say there is no arachnophobia mode. And if you're scared of spiders, you're going to lose your whole shit playing this game. But what's funny is you mentioned modding. People modded that scene to be Thomas the Train.
I saw that
instead of the spider.
Yeah.
That's why I laughed at the modding thing. I didn't know about the shirt off thing, to be honest. Y'all are sweaty, knock it off. But like the Thomas the Train thing, maybe the only way people get past that part, because that part is horrifying when you see the actual thing. Yeah, I like that too. I saw somebody edit CJ in for Leon. CJ from Grand Theft Auto, they put him in there instead of Leon. I'm like, all right.
Some people have modded Shrek into it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, for that specific person in the game. They're just like, why have this person when you can have Shrek? And I'm just like, that's worse.
Guys, have we talked about the Shrek at the dog thing, the dog racing, where they had like a border collie go through, but they replaced the border collie with a CGI Shrek running through all of like the obstacles? Oh my God, we must. Maybe that's for another time. That is one of the fun. I absolutely love that. We're gonna delay Shrek dog
please pull
show.
It up.
Oh my, agility course. This is one of my is so amazing. Oh, is it gonna make me watch on Facebook?
For all you audio listeners, please go to YouTube or Twitch and watch the VOD, please. What is this?
Now. Come on now. Go ahead, Shrek. Off you go, buddy. There he goes. And it's got like the dog trainer kind of like pointing the dog where the dog is supposed to go and just trying to keep up. And this Shrek going in and out the tunnel is just so great, up and over the poles. But it's really supposed to be a dog. Like, this is what the internet exists for, you guys. Put Shrek in a dog agility course, which was obviously a border collie, up and over the ramp, down and up and around. And this lady's just trying to keep up with her dog and it's Shrek. This is just instant pure joy. You got in and around the slalom. Oh, it's so good. The camera angles. I've done a pretty damn good job describing that. Oh, that's an Aussie Man reviews also, which is fantastic. Shout out to Aussie Man. So yeah, you guys need to, speaking of putting Shrek into things, there it is, Mitch.
The tunnel got me. The tunnel
got me too. The tunnel got me too. Yes.
Oh, that's so good. But also, shout out to PC Gaming for mods, because that's awesome. Like, that's what just makes it funny. Yeah, that makes it great. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Great. Oh my God. Yeah, but no, everybody, Resident Evil 9, please go play it. It's so good.
I'm so glad, like, it's so rare for Mitch to play a game kind of like day one and to like look forward to it and then get it day one and just dump the whole time into it and play and finish it. Like, that's what this is all about. Like, that's the dragon we're all kind of chasing. Kind of reminds me of when I played The Last of Us Part 2 and came out the other side of that one completely broken and disappointed. So, I mean, I'm just glad it worked out for you this time.
It happened. That happened with
game
Far
was
Cry
a
6
bummer,
to me.
man. What in the world?
Far Cry 6. That happened to me. I was stoked. I played it right away, and I was like, man, the AI is so stupid in this game, and I stopped playing it. I'm like, I'm glad I bought the deluxe edition of that game too. Isn't that the best?
Oh, that is
bought
sweet.
DLC for a game that sucks. It's rad. Love it. Sean, what have you been playing?
Oh, Resident Evil 9. That's that was good, Mitch.
It's so good for real. And like I said, more to talk about with Ryan.
Video games are here. You're playing Resident Evil. Everybody on the Nintendo Drive is playing Pocopia, so people can check that out next week. All the new games are happening. Meanwhile, I'm playing Fallout New Vegas, 2010's Fallout New Vegas, an absolutely brilliantly gorgeous looking game. Right, Mitch? This game looks very beautiful.
Dude, this game is muddy as hell and looks like trash. Keep going.
This game doesn't look very good. This game doesn't look very good.
It looks so bad. You looked at it like a horizon. You're at the top of a cliff. You're like, look outward. I'm like, that looks like shit. Like, it just looks terrible, but go on.
The stories continue in my journey throughout Fallout New Vegas. I made it to Vegas. I made it to the Strip, Fee. Probably, for me, maybe the most disappointing part of the games is just like the actual Strip with the casinos and everything. It just runs like garbage. I guess I don't have enough RAM or something is wrong with my computer to not be able to run this game. That's a whole other story. I need to tell you, Fee, every time I jump into one of these casinos, they're like, sorry, sir, we're going to have to take all your guns. And my first reaction to that isn't first or second option, which is, yes, certainly take all my weapons. It's, yeah, no, take my weapon to your face, take these bullets to your legs, and I'm going to blow you to bits. So I totally took out every single henchman in the top casino where Benny is, the guy who shot me and left me for dead. I killed all his buddies, every single one of them. It took me maybe 5 tries to do it, but I found the most effective way was not dynamite stick this time, but grenade launcher. And just make sure to stay away from the explosions that I am causing to happen. And yeah, I just blew them all up, blew them all to smithereens, Fee.
Sean, just on the topic of grenade launcher, have you ever seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer before, Sean?
I didn't watch that one.
The reason why is there is a particular clip, and I think would really make you laugh, is because there's just a fight scene between vampires and humans, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, someone just pulls out a grenade launcher because they're like, oh, we'll be able to handle this, and then they just pull out a grenade launcher, and they're like, well, we have nothing to deal with this. We're doomed. And then just instant death.
Solves all the problems. So I'm at a point in the game where I'm being encouraged to find out more about all these different factions. We got some boomers in one place. I've got the Omerta family over here in one of the casinos. All the great Khans. I've got the Kaisers. I got summoned to go visit the Kaiser, and I don't know about him. I'm talking to this Mr. House character. I've got a platinum chip in my pocket. I got a lot is going on right now. And I got to tell you, I don't think I like anyone. They're trying to guide you to go make a decision. Are you going to partner with these people? Are you going to let these people live? Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I like any of them. I'm trying to find out a way. I think everybody's going to die. I think everybody's going to get wiped out. There's going to be nobody. The NCR, did I tell you about this? I had there was a power center or whatever, and I could direct power off to a village or a town, or I could test this brand new gun from the sky, this laser beam from the sky thing, which I did, and I killed everybody around them. I made enemies with all the NCR. But then they kind of go, oh, we like what you're up to, and we can forgive your transgressions against the NCR. We can. So I have that card to play. I haven't done it just yet. So I could do that. I could do that. Same thing with the Kaisers. I could partner up with them. They kind of like what I'm up to. They want me to do some things for them, but they got slaves. I got to their camp. They're like, welcome to our wonderful place. The first thing you see is people hung up like a crucifix, and they're just their skeletons. I'm like, these guys are barbaric. I don't like this at all. And then I go up to this other place, and the boomers, I thought it was a bunch of old people who were, born after the greatest generation. No, they just like things that go boom. They're exploding stuff all over the place. And in order to get there, you got to dodge these mortar attacks that are exploding your limbs off of your body, which I did. And by the way, now that I mention it, I'm glad that I'm saying, I don't think I got that money back from this guy. Let me back up the truck a little bit. You're about to go meet these people. There's only one way to go meet them. This guy's like, I don't think you can make it. I'll bet you 300 caps that you're not going to make it. And I'm like, you're on, buddy. So I did it, and I blew up 4 times in a row. So he was technically right. But I saved scum, and I was able to do it. I managed to get there. I heard a great story about this society that they've got. This little kid, he's like the story keeper. He tells me their whole history. I'm like, pretty compelling stuff, young buck. I think I like these guys, because guess what? After they tell you the history of how it all came to be, they're like, the last picture on this mural on the wall is the future. And they know where planes are. They know where like bomber planes are. And I'm like, yes, the boomers, you've won me over. So I think I'm gonna let them live. I think everybody else is gonna die. But I must go find that man who took my 300 caps, because I made it, and I'm gonna go get paid.
You gotta go back.
And then I might kill him.
There we go. Absolutely.
Nobody is safe in this feat, by the way.
Nobody's safe. But do you know what's fantastic, Sean? And this
What?
is definitely not sponsored. I have a Sunset Sarsaparilla that I've been drinking.
Costco.
Yeah, Costco.
Yeah, we got those too.
Yeah. So we got a bottle opener, and then you get to like go on a hunt for like the blue bottle caps and stuff like
special.
that.
I'm finding them. Mm-hmm.
And they give you a little baggie, and they're like, make sure to check out for those blue bottle caps. So
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I found out something almost by accident that I should have remembered, and I completely forgot, is that if I have 2 or more guns that are the same gun, I can use that extra one to repair the first one. Like, I didn't remember that at all. So this changes everything. Now I feel like I'm like, 15, 20 hours into this thing, and I'm like getting some of the basic fundamentals down. Like, that's pretty good. I ended up selling my 1,279 dino toys. I did sell my dinosaurs. I took the loss. That was devastating, of course.
Yeah.
So but I've been going like really swinging back and forth on, am I done with this game, or am I just like getting started? You know. So there's a lot there. I'm deep in the drama. There's a lot of decision making to do. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do, but whatever the path of most destruction is probably gonna be it. So I think the boomers. I think they've won me over, because I basically just hate everybody else, and I'm okay with it. Now you might remember I was gonna say cosplaying. I'm role playing as Todd Howard, so we were all intellect and speech and all these other things. That's not going so well for me. I find too often I've not upgraded my speech or my intellect or my bartering skills or whatever. I'm always like just 5 points short. So it's like, golly, I can't get a good deal, and I can't shoot worth a damn. And that's kind of a bummer. But other than that, I'm having a pretty dang good time. I'm just about ready to wrap it up, though, because after that, I need to get around to some other stuff. That is what I have been playing, but what I will be playing just moments before we went live, thanks to Sony, we just got a code for Marathon on PC. So I'm going to venture into this extraction shooter, Mitch. I'm going to give it a shot. And we'll do some coverage here. We'll play it on twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live, so you guys can look forward to that. And to answer a question, I think it was Riley who asked it a little bit earlier. Yes, Riley asked earlier, is Sean going to play Scott Pilgrim EX? You bet your sweet ass, Riley. I'm going to play some Scott Pilgrim EX. I cannot wait. Just pick that one up. Also, Planet of Lana 2. Sequel to a game called Planet of Lana, of course. I cannot wait to look at that one. So this is as distracted as I've been since maybe the start of the year. I've been pretty focused with the wheel games and all these other things. Now we got Fallout New Vegas, Marathon, Scott Pilgrim EX, Planet of Lana, and also that mini shoot adventure game thing that was kind of like Zelda. Maybe a little bit of that. So there. Mitch.
Apparently, so the Server Slam was happening the same weekend Resident Evil 9 came out, and that's just bad. Like, I was never going to touch Mirror. I played it. I downloaded it. I played it for a little bit, and I'm not like, there was a lot about it that I'm not going to say I disliked. There was just, like, the menu seemed very complicated, and some of the art style to me was a little extra. Like, everything kind of looks like painted marshmallows, like Roblox enemy looking things, just everything kind of square looking. However, a lot of people are talking about giving the game more time, and once they understand the menus and things like that better, that it actually is a really, really good extraction shooter. People are saying some of the mission structures are better than Arc Raiders, things like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit there and completely write it off because it is also a $40 game. And again, it could be worth it if I did put some more time into it. But I did play the Server Slam the day it happened. And I just, like I said, I was just like, I don't care about this right now. I just want to play Resident Evil. If I put more time into it, maybe, I mean, that could have been it, right? I could have just been like, cool. Can I go back? I just want to start Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned something last week that's really going to impact me, which is you must play with a full party of 3, whether you know them or not. And I'm not so sure. Like, I'm just not a type of player to have my microphone on for like playing alongside randoms, and I feel like that's how you should be playing this game. I don't know. I'm kind of a dummy when it comes to this stuff, so I should be more open to it, but I'm just worried about that. So if people in the community, if you guys have Marathon, let me know. Maybe we'll jump into some runs together.
Absolutely. I think also apparently they were doing a solid job of like updating the game, by the way. So I'm going to stop talking because my dogs are freaking out.
These dogs are like, Mitch, play Marathon. What are you even thinking, man? Don't close it off. You might like it. It's Bungie. It's extraction shooter. Who knows? Fee, did you have a question too?
Not even in the least.
That is all I have been playing. I think there's maybe some questions. Maybe some people in the carpool, they want to jump in. The dogs are yapping. So, Fee, do you want to tackle them, or I can if you like? Do you have it up there?
You know what? I never get to, so I'm gonna do it this week. Heck yeah!
Hell yeah! Mitch is fired.
Woo! Yeah! Bye, Mitch. Okay, starting off with my apparent counterpart, because everyone gets our names mixed up. Fulia says, hello, friends. With the new console in the works, what do you think will be the major focus? Will they make it more powerful, or do you think it might go smaller and digital only? So, great question. Sean, do you want to start off with that? What do you think? Where do you think we're going to go with that one?
Okay, so there's some context here. Of course, we learned this week that Xbox announced Project Helix, and has apparently confirmed that this thing will play PC games. And I think that is pretty bonkers. This has been rumored. This to me kind of feels a little bit like before the Switch happened, where people were like, there's rumors that the next Nintendo console is going to be like a hybrid thing. And it's like, what does that even mean? Like, of course we would want, the games and the portability of the 3DS and Game Boys and things like that. But also we've been loving our Nintendo consoles. We got the thing that we wanted, which I never expected to happen. That is like the last thing I expect to happen with Nintendo, is like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. And we got it. Like, that's pretty good. This is maybe, I don't know if it's quite as in demand. I think there's still a lot of like question about what does it mean to be a console that basically plays PC games. Like, I'm not really sure exactly what that means. And as far as like Fulia's question goes, like, how much is this thing going to cost? Like, if this thing is going to be super powerful, if this thing is a PC and the way things are going right now, how is this going to be affordable? In which case, why even go after it at all? I think there's a lot to dig into here, Fee.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny that you mentioned that, because that actually kind of ties in with another question that we got from I Can't See, where they asked question for the show, with the news of Project Helix, do you think they make a handheld version, Diverge Series S, budget, like maybe a budget version, budget crowd? Also, do you think they ride out with their multi-platform contracts and then bring back exclusive, maybe timed? So there's so much up in the air right now, and that's kind of like my perspective of it is, and we don't know anything about what's going on with this console. We don't really know the pricing. Some people have like estimated or come up with the ideas between 1,000 to even like 1,500 USD, which for us would be like $2,000, give or take, depending on which range we're looking at. And I'm curious how they do it. Like, I would hope that they find some, maybe like an alternative, maybe instead of doing like an at like Series S, Series X, maybe they have like an X, which is the actual console, and maybe they have a budget version, which is the handheld. Maybe we're looking at something like that. It's just, there's so many different variables, and I like the idea of kind of brainstorming, but looking at how much everything costs right now, and the fact that we're looking at even the actual Steam box looking at potentially being delayed until 2027 because of storage, because of memory shortages, we're probably looking at a pretty hefty fee when we're coming to this console, even a budget wise. We're probably looking at what we're looking at with the Series X as the budget version, if there was one. I'm trying to stay hopeful, but it's I don't know, Sean.
Yeah, there's a lot they need to do right to really win people over. Price point, I think, is obvious. I think with like more power going into these things, I'm just hopeful that maybe there'll be an appreciation for like the industrial design of this. This is so dorky and geeky and probably nobody cares about this, especially somebody who I cannot shut up about how big the PlayStation is. I just think the design of the PS5 is outrageous and I can't believe it's been widely accepted, but that's just me. Yarden in the chat brings up the Xbox One X, and that's what made me think of it. The Xbox One X was like unbelievable. It was like the smallest Xbox that had ever been made, and also the most powerful. Like, I want something impossible like that to happen again. I kind of miss those days a little bit. The other thing that I think is interesting here is basically in the same week, we learned Project Helix is the name of the next Xbox. Like, they did this before. They've done Durango for 360 and Scorpio for the One X and all these different things. So this is just like the code name that we'll use until we learn the actual name of the next Xbox, which they need to nail, by the way. The name of the next Xbox cannot suck. Please. No Xbox One, no Series nonsense. I think one SKU, by the way, to the question here, I think one would be great. Please keep this simple. But man, like, we learned this thing is going to play PC games. And then in the same week, a lot of PlayStation podcasts are covering this as well. PlayStation's getting out of the launching single player games on PC. I mean, that might be just a coincidence, but I'm not sure. I think this idea of exclusivity, as I've been screaming about over the last couple of weeks, is like, it's coming back. We're going back to the 360, the PS3 days. I think that we're going to see something happen here, because there was a thing that happened where games started costing way more to make. And so to solve for that, instead of managing the cost or otherwise, they just went, well, we'll just sell them on other platforms. And it just completely eroded the value of Xbox and the brand. And I think PlayStation has learned that in a smarter, more contained way. I think it's been much more devastating for Xbox, but man, who knows what they're going to do over here. They've got a lot of work to do to recapture people's imaginations. And if launching a console in the middle of COVID wasn't hard enough, I think this might actually be even more challenging just to nail the price, because memory and components, everything are going to be bonkers, Mitch.
I think the approach of, like, first off, her coming out and just saying, like, the new CEO of Xbox flat out going, yeah, here's our code name. Yeah, it's going to play PC games, like, right off the rip. She's just hitting you with banger after banger. And then at, what is it, GDC, she's talking about, or is it GDC? Talking about how she's going to share all this stuff with all the developers and stuff like that about what's to come with it. I agree with Fee that this thing is going to be a very premium price. And I think that could be the case simply because not just the actual supplies costing more, but just the device itself being more capable, right? This is literally that. I think there was a lead in performance. Yeah. So I saw something that was talking about how Xbox, like this next Xbox, is going to be the powerhouse machine. This is going to be the machine that's like, we want to be the best performing machine, blah, 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 blah. But also it's going to be that premium price. Whereas supposedly PlayStation 6 is going the more traditional console route, where they're just like, it sucks to say more affordable, but compared to this, more affordable, right? Mm-hmm. They're like rumoring like PS6 will just kind of stick with the traditional console route of like, we're not going to do the PC game thing too. We're just going to play PlayStation games. Because at the same time right now, they're selling PlayStation 5s right now like crazy. Like, just stick with the same formula, right? Don't go too crazy, because if you go too crazy, then you're going to piss off your hardcore fan base that just wants your console to essentially be a more powerful machine they already have, which that's what consoles have always been, right? Them doing this, where they're basically like, no, like the next Xbox is going to do this, this, and this, I think it's a very smart play. But the problem is that price-wise, you're going to run into a situation. I wouldn't put it past them if they had this machine where they said this is the best place to play. It can play your PC games. It can play Xbox games. Also, what goes with PC? things like free multiplayer. Like if they went full tilt and just said this does all of the above and this is where the value is, and I think you are right, price point does need to play a big key factor because you can't be double what a PS6 is because nobody will buy it. It doesn't matter how powerful it is. People will see that. Look at, okay, we're old enough. 3DO. 3DO was super powerful. It was super awesome for its time. And it was also twice the amount of every other console on the market at the time.
And no games.
So nobody bought it.
It's so,
and
like,
no games.
Dude, it's games. Like, we must thrust this back into the conversation. Yeah. It's gotta be about the games, you know? Right. Like, yes, of course, people are gonna compare 900p or 4K or whatever. Like, those conversations have happened. But, like, what are we playing on this thing? Like, can we please demand this out of this next console?
I think the big thing is, you're right, like games that are coming, that will happen. What was the question? I know, like I said, I apologize, I was gone. Do you think they'll write out their multi-platform contracts and bring back exclusives?
Yes.
I actually think they will. Because the only reason why I say that, originally I was saying no, but I think these games, here's a kind of a crazy thing. Think about this. You give PlayStation Forza for 2 games. And then the next one you go, nah.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
Come buy it here. We're giving them Halo. Oh, this next Halo that looks crazy cool. Come back to us. You gotta get through us if you want. Yes. They could do that. I also think the PlayStation move, that was also news that we didn't put in this notes, but that's fine.
I just mentioned it while
you did, okay. Yeah. That basically PlayStation saying like we're bowing out of the PC market. I actually think that has a lot to do with Microsoft flat out saying our next thing will play PC games.
Yes.
Because they don't want that PlayStation. They don't want you playing Spider-Man 2 or 3 or New Wolverine or Ghost of Yotei or any of those on the next generation Xbox. They want you to have a PlayStation.
Yep.
So
it's too late for that
is their, I think them announcing, and like I said, Xbox coming out and saying like, yeah, our new machine does this. And it's not a coincidence that shortly after that, it's been rumored that like the PC ports of these things are not happening anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a coincidence. Like that is a very big, it was the same week. You know, it's like right, I mean. The news one right after the other.
Yep.
So I think the exclusivity thing is definitely going to come back. Obviously, I still think certain games, like example, South of Midnight just got announced for PlayStation and Switch 2.
Yep.
That's coming out. Those games aren't system sellers. I'm sorry. Those smaller titles, I don't mind those being just put on other consoles. Because again, it's not like this is moving the needle of you buying this. It's not a AAA, look at the best quality graphics, look at this insane story, look at this insane world. I'm not saying those are bad games by any means, but they're not needle movers when it comes to selling consoles. So those, sure, put on everything. I don't care. But like, if you give PlayStation a taste of what a good open world racing game looks like and how nobody else on this earth can do it better than Forza Horizon, and you give them this new game, which Sean just freaked out about, and then the next one, they're like, cool, when's the next one come out? Oh, it's coming out on Xbox.
Yep.
Come back.
Like, imagine Tapeworm in the chat brings up Gears of War going exclusive. Like, imagine E-Day is a banger, and it's... Did they say it's already coming to PlayStation? Did they already announce that one?
No.
So, like, maybe.
Yeah. This year could be the year of... Here's our good franchises on PlayStation, because Halo's already confirmed for PlayStation. Forza's confirmed for PlayStation.
Starfield is everything but confirmed. I think it's pretty heavily. Fable is, yeah.
Fable's PlayStation. So, like, again, I think this could be the last year of them putting that effort into like the multi-platform stuff. Realistically, if they're already making Gears E-Day now PS5 compatible, I mean, they obviously could lose money if they don't put it on PlayStation. But also, you give them that taste of like, here's Gears. Here's how good it looks. I just think when this next Xbox comes out, to Sean's point, you need a killer app to make people want it.
Yeah.
You need, and in my opinion, based off timing of things, I think it could be the next Halo that could actually launch with it to make people want to get it. Because right now, they're remaking Halo 1 campaign, right? But like Unreal 5, Halo, next-gen console, crazy-looking graphics, that type of stuff could be something that pushes you to get that. I just think that you need to give people a reason to come back. And back in the day, man, when systems came out, it was that killer app. It was that like, here's why you're going to drop $500 on this. And Xbox hasn't had that paired with a new console in a while, right? Like, 360 had Perfect Dark, it had Cameo, which were their exclusive, first party stuff, right? Even Xbox One when that came out.
Dude, it was our partnership stuff. It was the same Sony model that made the 360 work. It was Mass Effect, BioShock. I can talk about those games all the time. Like that, people forget that those were exclusives. That's the craziest part.
Yeah, BioShock being exclusive. Also, Skyrim was exclusive for a while.
Yep.
Yo, you want to put people in a tailspin, put Elder Scrolls exclusive on Xbox day one on that new console and make people shut up and buy it.
Because
you could. But my point too is they've done that before. I just think if you when you release this next console, I also do think they are going to go a Series S route where they will have a smaller console. I think they're going to have, it'll be a Switch 2 equivalent. It'll be a smaller portable console that has a dock you can hook up to your TV if you want. That is more in line with console pricing. But it just won't look it'll look better than what we got now, but it's not going to look that much better than what we got now. And then you're going to have your powerhouse. I don't dislike that strategy from Xbox because at this point, all games are scalable to a Stream Deck or a Steam Deck, right? Arc Raiders. I played them on Legion Go. I can also play it in 4K, 240 hertz, beautiful. All these games are scaling and it doesn't matter, especially if you're talking about a machine that can play Xbox or PC games. We're not at that point yet where like, if you can make it run on a Steam Deck, you can make it run on a smaller quote unquote Xbox console that can plug into a TV if you want. Or you can buy your big beefy one that plays Xbox and PC and does all of the above. I don't dislike that strategy because the Series S did sell units. And developers were pissed because they said it held them back and things like that. But at this point in gaming development, when now gaming handhelds a gaming handheld isn't much more powerful than a Series S. A little bit, but nothing crazy. You're already making games scalable for Steam Decks and Legion Goes and ROG Allies, so shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yarden brings up in the chat, which I agree with. I don't think they should do that because I just think it just adds so much confusion. What we've seen over the last like 5 or 6 years is a whole bunch of companies going like, do you like this? Or do you like this? Or do you like just trying to be all things to all people? And I just feel like it does add confusion. I think the tier system with Game Pass is a great example of this. Like it's just, it's too much. There's too many grids out there. There's too many things to have to look and compare. It's like, what is it? Just tell me, Fee. Where are you at with all this, Fee?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I have a Steam Deck, and quite honestly, I quite enjoy it. I have a 4K hookup. I hook it up to my TV. That's how I've played numerous games, and I've had nothing but success with it. And just thinking about the idea, yes, it is confusing to verge away from having like the Series S, like having it as a console, because I feel like there needs to be some mobility. There needs to be some, like, they constantly, and I know that they're trying to, I don't know, either like bury it or try to like avoid saying like everything's an Xbox. I get that. I know that was the old branding. Who knows what they're going to be doing over the next few years. But I kind of lean towards what Mitch is saying. Having some sort of handheld makes sense, but not having a collab, making it the Xbox console, like making it the handheld, doing something that way, finding like, because I don't know. I just feel like if we continue to just do like, here's a box, it plays your games, here's a controller, here it plays your games for, like, you can play games with this box. Like, I feel like there needs to be kind of some sort of branching out to be able to say like, you know what, here's a handheld, you can hook it up to your TV, it does this, and then if you want the big beefy guy in the, like, that plays absolutely everything that you want, then here's the, like, we have the equivalent of the Series X. Like, I feel like something like that makes sense. Like, I understand like confusion of like the actual tier system with Game Pass, because quite frankly, you need to have like a full string theory to understand it at this point. Like, you need to have like it in front of you. I cannot like list off everything that's available on each tier right now. It's just too convoluted. Maybe like, I feel like there's like a side of me, Sean, that's like conflicted in a way, because I'm thinking like it might make more sense to go back to basics and like bring us back in, and then maybe branch out, like essentially take what we've learned, take what we've like realized, like, you know what, this doesn't work, like whatever is currently on their plate right now, where they're just like, they've been throwing out too many things. And like you said, they've been throwing out things and saying like, do you like this? Do you not like it? Okay, maybe you'd like this. Maybe you want this. Like, they need to like, I think there's just like a big divide in my brain right now. There's the divide of like, we want innovation, we want to move forward, but at the same time, it might be better to bring people back by going back to basics and being like, hey, like, this is going to be a phenomenal console. Yes, the price point makes sense, but this is why it makes sense, and here's all the exclusives. We are bringing everyone back. I think it makes a lot of sense. They've already promised that we're going to be releasing other games onto different consoles. After that particular point, like you said, essentially being like, hey, you want to play the new Forza game? You got to buy the console. You want to play all these really cool games coming out? You have to buy the console. Just bringing people back it makes the most sense at this case, because I think it was a lot of like wanting to do so much at once and then like forgetting the plot. And we need to like get back to the plot is the biggest thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, a lot of people are playing Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive Pokemon Pokopia right now, and like, there's no apologies, there's no nothing about it. It's like, that game is just on Switch 2, and that's it. You gotta buy the expensive one. Like, yeah, they're all part of like maybe a Switch family of sorts, but like, that's kind of old school, and it's clean, but it's not like consumer friendly maybe in the way that we've been kind of demanding over the last couple of years. But it's like, it's kind of, you need it, because what Xbox ended up opening themselves up to with the Series X and S, like, yeah, it was great. You could have a price point for everybody and you can kind of choose which one you wanted, but you have like, quote unquote, the most powerful console ever, and it's just anchored by this thing that's less powerful. And so, yeah, you like they were never able to move forward on any of like their major bullet points that they wanted people to latch onto. Most powerful, yeah, but like, you're holding the entire generation back by making all these games compatible for a Series S. Like, it's more than just being clean, and there's definitely a benefit of people being able to understand it really, really quickly, but giving people more meat to chew, or more opportunity to drag your brand and your messaging through the mud, which is all they've been doing with all these different things. Yes, there's a price point and a product for all these different segments of the market, but man, does it just give people ammo to just shoot you down. It's been crazy to watch, actually.
Yeah, no, and I agree. And that's the thing, like, there's so much that, like you mentioned previously, is more in the lines of like, they were throwing out a bunch of ideas. And
it's like a pre-build company. Like, go to a pre-build PC and pick is it the $750 marker? Is it a $1,500 PC? Is it a $25? Like, goodness gracious, that's PC gaming. Like, this is console. I feel like we've completely lost the plot on console. It's supposed to be simple. You buy the thing, you get it home, and it just works. The other day, my stream was like basically ruined because I had to update my graphic drivers. I had one of those moments in the middle of the stream, and it just like, it crashed the whole dang thing. Yeah. Like, consoles have to be simple. You have to understand. You buy the box, you plug it in at home, and that's it. I am a little bit on the opposite end as you guys, and maybe this will get me some hate, but like, the handheld to me is not the answer. Like, it's cool, and maybe you release that maybe a year later, but I think the launch of this thing has got to be really focused. It's this thing, it does these things, plays these games that you want to play, and that's it. That's it. Simple.
I think obviously the new CEO, when she's mentioning like going back to the console, right? Like, that's her big thing. Obviously, she keeps saying that over and over. One thing that was put in our Discord, which obviously I didn't bring up, was there was like a reportedly new CEO, Asha, is reportedly been given a quote unquote blank check by Microsoft CEO to do whatever.
Not a reputable source. Not a
reputable source at all. However, and like I said, I saw that and I'm like, okay. But if that were to be true, that would definitely be your Peter Moore moment of like, we need $1 billion, and he just goes, think about that all the done. Time. Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to save the Xbox brand, you would put out that device, that singular device that Sean wants, and you would make it $100 more than whatever PlayStation's going to do, and that's it. And be like, we're so much more powerful. You won't pay for online with us. There's exclusive games. You can play all your PC games with it as well. We will handle the console-like experience to make it as easy as possible, so you don't have to worry about graphics drivers and all that dumb stuff that PC gaming has to deal with. If they wanted to, they could go that route, and they would have to take PlayStation 3, when it first came out, they were losing $200 a unit
That's all I've been thinking about. Like a blank check is like, okay, yeah, to eat it on the sale of these consoles.
Eat money on these consoles. Like that's like in a way, eating money on consoles and then giving that developer money to like make the game that makes people buy the console. Those are the two ways you would take that blank check and use it. It's like, I don't need money. I need you to accept the fact that we're not going to make money on these consoles. Yeah. But the back end of it is where we're going to make the money. But again, I think you need that one game that blows people away. That's like, and like Sean said, this is not on PlayStation. This is not anywhere else. This is exclusive to us. This is not it'll come to PlayStation in a year. This is you need our console. But you're also going to put it on PC, Sean. You already know they're still going to do that. There's not going to be any more console exclusive Xbox games ever again. They're always going to put them on PC.
I mean, the way that we understand from the Bloomberg report about what PlayStation is doing, to me, is so simple, and it's so elegant in the way that it's being phrased. It's like single-player games are not going to PC. They're going to be console exclusives. Multiplayer games will go multi-platform. That makes sense. That's clean. That's clear. It's not like, well, these studios' games will go multi-platform, and these studios or these franchises will not. Like, there's, again, it's another grid. You need an entire matrix to figure out what Xbox is going to do. I give PlayStation a lot of kudos from what we've seen in this report from Bloomberg, which is, single player console exclusive. Roger that. That makes sense. It sucks as somebody who I would love to play Soros on my PC. Like Returnal was great on my PC. But like, that's the way it goes. Like I feel like I get that gets missed from me sometimes, like where I'm commenting on like what's best for the business and or platform versus like what's best for me as a gamer. Yes, of course, I would love for every game to be available on all things for all people all the time. But it's like, I just feel like the last couple of years have given proof to it's just not sustainable. It's not a way to do business and to build a brand, because like it sucks because those are so jargony terms. But it really matters. People make quick decisions on like, I don't need an Xbox because of these decisions that they've made.
Tapeworm in the chat says, do you think you'll see a shift with Game Pass since they will play PC games? I think this next generation console will not have you pay for online at all. I really think that will be a big difference too, because you're going to save people money per year. And if they do that, they could literally go to 2 tiers of Game Pass if they wanted to. I think that's annoying because right now 1 tier of Game Pass is like console online multiplayer, which that is an old system that, like I said, anybody who has a PC and never played one minus MMOs never did that. I think this next gen Xbox, again, if you want to talk about getting your player base back, you never have to play online, pay for online to play our stuff. Mm-hmm. If you did that, that's that goodwill towards the customer. And again, is Microsoft going to like lose money on it? Sure. But also, again, bringing them back into that ecosystem by saying something as simple as that. Because Sony, I mean, will they do the same thing? Maybe or maybe not. But I think if Xbox were to throw that out there, and it could help bring them back, but then just make money on the back end on the games. But again, like Sean said, it all depends on the games. You have to give everybody needs a reason to buy this console. Everybody already has a reason to buy a PlayStation. It's the single player games. Everybody has a reason to buy your Switch because you have your Nintendo exclusives. You need reasons to pay $700, $800, $900 for a machine. And if Microsoft can market those reasons to be more consumer friendly, more customer friendly, and value friendly, they can get people back. And I just think that they need reasons. And right now, like you just said, Sean, there's no reason to buy an Xbox because if you wait a year, you can play it on PlayStation. You could buy it on PC day one. Again, I doubt they're ever going to not make the games for PC. I don't see that possible.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be on PC. But again, they're not going to get that luxury of PlayStation and all that again after these launches that already have been written into whatever. But give them a reason.
Games going on PC still helps Microsoft anyways because they're all running Windows.
So like exactly. Yeah.
Like that makes sense. It's amazing after all these years that it seems like Nintendo's online subscription service probably is the best value offer. Like nobody's complaining about it. Everybody gets it. It's a no-brainer. There's 2 tiers. It's NSO and then or Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack. Like it's pretty simple, man.
But Game Pass could turn into that if they wanted to. They could do that same thing. Like, again, get rid of that first. There's 3 tiers for a reason. The first tier is simply, I own an Xbox and I want to play online with my friends and I get some games here and there. Like, they give you those like 20 or whatever games, right? 50 games or whatever, right? Get rid of that tier. Just get rid of the whole online you need this to pay to play
Game
online.
Pass and Game Pass Plus. That's it. Or whatever you want to call it. Plus is too much like PlayStation Plus.
Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate. Keep the Ultimate name, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Just do that and go, here's your tiers. Here's your good tier. Here's your best tier. Go.
Sure.
And like I said, like people, like all the time, people buy PlayStations and don't even, like they just play, free to play games and stuff like that. But now, like, just give them a reason to come back. Give them that reason. They need a reason. And right now they have very few, if any.
Do you think they ever pull back, Fee? Do you ever think they ever pull back like the day one stuff? They kind of have with premium and leaving like day one releases only on Ultimate. Is there a world where they can survive a change like that, where they don't release anything on any tier day one on Game Pass? Because I think they might want to, actually. But I don't know where you're at with this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But we also have to take into consideration like the people who buy the like deluxe ultimate whatever editions of games now, and then they get an additional 4 days beyond that. So it's one of those things where I don't know, I can't feasibly see them unrolling that or like removing that as an option, at least from ultimate, just because I feel like they're just trying to find a way to kind of buffer this is why you're paying almost $30 a month.
Right.
Because
what if they drop that price or they remove that price point? Like it being $30. What if it's like you don't even have a $30 option anymore? The most you can spend on Game Pass is whatever it is, 20 or $25. And that's basically what premium is, right?
Yeah.
No day one, or maybe like select few. Like, is there a way for them to reconfigure this for people? Like, I know you guys are shaking your heads, but like, I don't know, man. Like, they've trained a lot of us to just stop buying games, and I don't know how well that's going for them.
I just think day one games is what made us open our eyes and go, what are you talking about?
Agreed.
That was the thing that made us all get Game Pass. If they had just said, this is the Netflix of games, if you rent this, you get access to 100 games. A lot of people would have been like, that's cool. Them going, day one games are available on this service immediately. That's why 90% of us signed up for Game Pass.
Yeah.
And like,
it's when it got expensive that people had a problem with it.
Exactly. And again, that blank check, if that's true, can you make games? Because again, how many people had Game Pass Ultimate for $20 and not necessarily like were happy about it, but didn't bitch about it? They were just like,
I think people were very happy about it. I think there was like people waving flags for Game Pass. Like it was the best value in gaming. Like, these are things that we all said. I just wonder if I don't know if they need to give away everything. Like, I think you can still have like a tier, and maybe this is too confusing. So I get this, even as I'm saying it out loud, where it's like maybe not Call of Duty, but like maybe some other games, maybe the South of Midnights and like that tier, or maybe even Doom. I don't know. But maybe not everything. I just feel like they kind of did almost what I would do, where it's like you swing so far from one side all the way to the other side, and it had a major impact on the price. It had a major impact on people's perception and what they think of Game Pass. It's not a no-brainer anymore. And for a subscription service, that's the whole thing. You want to like forget that you're even paying for it. And even if you realize that you're still paying for it, you're like, whatever, it's 15, 20, whatever that price point is, subscription services need to be just below where it's kind of driving you crazy that you're still spending money on it.
Yeah. The Nintendo, though, has their basic and their really fancy one that has everything, right? Xbox just do the same thing. Have your basic one, and here's a good value, or here's your one that gives you everything.
100%.
I just do that. And then Electric Master in the chat. Honestly, I can't see anyone lasting a long time with their own console unless they have compelling software to justify it and refine their franchises consistently. If Microsoft cares about Xbox long term, they should care about to refine and grow their own franchises instead of abandoning them. Couldn't agree with you more. Perfect Dark is the perfect example. Buzz was so excited for that game, and it looked not awful. It looked cool, and then they just went, eh.
There's still a chance to say Blue Point, by the way, Asha. There's still a way to do it. Dude, I'm telling you, can you imagine if they just like swoop up and save Blue Point and go like, you're our remaster crew, and like you get your all, like there's so much IP, there's so many games from all these companies that they've bought up over the last 5 years. Like how have they not have 5 Blue Points at this stage?
Especially like all those Activision like Transformer games or Spider-Man games. Like I know Spider-Man is a Sony thing, and I get that, but Transformers, Do you have any idea how many people love those old Transformer games and were stoked that like the thought of those coming back when they bought Activision and Game Pass are like, dude, if they just re-released all those Transformer games, people would be in love with them. And
I know
like,
Bowser is just hating this right now. Old games are old and whatnot. Like, I don't think Bowser is like really stoked about a bunch of remasters coming. But like you just talked about Resident Evil 9.
I was gonna say Resident Evil 2 is so good because they didn't just take an old game and keep it old. They took the old game, polished it up to modern times, enhanced the graphics, enhanced the controls, and made every complaint about the old game thing gone. Resident Evil 2 Remake is one of the best remakes ever made.
Not only that, I think that series of decisions that it saved Capcom. Like, not only did we get great games out of it, but it saved the entire company. People forget it's now long history, but like Capcom was in rough shape, man. And I think Konami's in a similar kind of rebound period here. And it does start with going back to the classics. It's cliche and maybe cheesy. I don't know. Maybe it's cheap and trite. Who cares, dude? Like, give people what they like. And it works. It's a good playbook, you know? Just like I talk about with the Switch launch in 2017, when Nintendo needed it the most after the Wii U, they're like, here's Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8, Mario Odyssey. Like, dude, the launch for the Switch was unbelievable. Like, and also the hardware and the price point. Like, they just nailed it. And it's a high bar. I get it. But I think Xbox is in maybe a similar place. I don't even know, maybe even worse than where Nintendo was. Actually, probably worse than where Nintendo was in the Wii U days, because at least Nintendo had a 3DS that was selling pretty decently. Like, at least they had their handhelds. But
For sure.
Did we answer the questions, Fee, or did you have anything else you wanted to add on there? I feel like I'm talking over it just endlessly, but I can take a breath here.
No, I definitely think that we've answered the questions. I know we discussed budget-specific consoles. We discussed...
Digital? Do you think digital?
Digital.
I think it's digital only. I don't think these things have discs.
It is, yeah. I hate to say it, but like digital is just, yeah, man, it's digital. Sorry, man. Like, and all those people that like, I get it for preserving gaming and all that stuff, but at this point too, you have things like game key cards where if that doesn't preserve a damn thing anymore, you know what I mean? And there's games that have no data on them and you still have to download them. It doesn't matter. Like, we're unfortunately at this point where everything's a license and everything's digital. And storefronts will be happier when they don't have to have space taken up in their stores for games. Yeah, like, sorry, dude, it's going to get to that point.
What if Xbox, they'll never do this, but like, man, we're just so desperate for some form of elevation, consumer-friendly, like, version of the digital storefront. Like, what if you could sell back? What if you could trade in? What if you could put up your license for sale? Like, what if there was some, like, kind of, maybe you actually kind of own that digital game that you really are just renting, as Tapeworm points out in the chat here. Like, what if that was like what if Xbox found a way to do that? I don't know. I don't know if they would be incentivized to do it. Maybe they take it's like a StubHub kind of situation. They take a portion of every sale. I don't know. But like, that would be really interesting if you buy games digitally and you could sell it. I don't know.
What if their revolution was like, get games back? Like, I remember, does anybody else remember the Xbox One launching and them talking about the whole be always online and sending games to friends and sharing games and all that stuff, and everybody hated it? I think Microsoft I originally was on with that plan. I get why people weren't because of the online only thing.
I don't remember the benefits to it. What was good about it?
Basically having the ability to do family game share just easily. Like, being able to send games to a friend and they can play it, and like kind of loan games out and things like that. Because remember, that was their whole thing of like, here's how you send a game to a friend. And like, Sony dude was just handed a game to his friend.
Right.
They were talking about doing that. But like, again, I think Microsoft might have just been too early to the game, where they're like, not everybody's online yet, but now, like, with Starlink and like all internet being a lot more readily available everywhere on Earth, literally everywhere.
Dude, that argument was so. I feel personally that was ridiculous at the time to call it down.
I
like,
agree.
Who doesn't have internet? That was insane to me.
It was, but Don Matrick didn't help a damn thing when he said, if you want a machine that plays offline, buy a 360.
Agreed.
I'm like, you're a piece of trash. You just ruined everything. But like, what if, again, what's your reason to bring people back? Oh, we're going to have a whole new digital storefront where you can buy games, you can loan them to your friend, you can rent games for a weekend for $10.
Yeah, imagine renting for a weekend.
Matt, again, this is what I'm talking about. What if they started doing something like that where they changed their whole storefront and their mindset to be like, you don't want to spend $70 a game? They could.
I know they could. Like, that would be amazing. Like, there's something to be said about that. Like, what if they
Game
just
Pass gives you trials every weekend?
Oh God, that would be great.
Every weekend we have 5 games that you can play for the weekend.
Yeah,
have fun.
Well, especially like some of those bigger games, right? Fee, sorry.
Yeah, no, don't be sorry. No, I definitely agree with that. Having some sort of like rental model, because I kind of reminds me almost like an idea of something like Kindle Unlimited, for example, where you can rent out 20 books at any point that you want. You can keep it as long as you want, etc. I think
no late fees.
No late fees. No late fees.
The end of late fees. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so having something like a model like that, I think something like, because a lot of people have the same, I've heard this argument time and time again. They either want to buy physical because they want to give it back or give it to someone else or etc. But then they also, some people just don't want the clutter. Some people are like, you know what, I don't want to have 150 video games in my house. Where am I supposed to put all these things? So having some sort of like like a medium in between the two makes a lot of sense. And I know, and it's funny that you always mention this every so often, Sean, is the fact that you rent games from your library. That's not readily available to everybody. So having something where people can go out and rent the games online makes sense. Like, it seems like the most natural like progression in this, just to kind of like take out the idea of like having to have a copious amounts of physical games. Because I know for myself, I don't have like, yes, I do have a lot of like physical like classic games, but I don't buy physical games right now. It's just not something I'm interested in doing. I do have a few for like the Switch and stuff like that, but everything else just makes sense digitally for me. So
I honestly can't believe renting is not a thing. Like, you can cap it for however many hours they play. Like, I mean, a game like Resident Evil probably doesn't make any sense to rent, to offer that, like, because you can beat it in a weekend or whatever, right? Like, but some of the bigger games, rent it for 10 or 20 bucks or 15 bucks or something like that. Like, I don't know. That's the stuff from like the movie side of things I'd like to see come on over, because there are a lot of different ways to get movies digitally. You can buy them, or you can rent them, or you can stream them. Like, where is that? Like, it's there. They've already figured this out, Mitch.
A couple things that I saw here. One, Tapeworm. Xbox Game Pass comes with 10-hour trials a month. That if you just open the floodgates and you just say you can play 10 hours of whatever game you want, and they can track who gets downloads and who gets paid some sort of share from Game Pass to the developer for downloading the game, that'd be insanity.
Well, yeah, like EA, that comes from EA.
That was what EA Play was doing, right? And EA Play was doing it smart, though, because, like, sports games, who gives a shit? 10 hours, have fun. Single-player games that were less than 10 hours, they're like, we'll give you 2 hours.
Which is, in some cases, it was on those sports games, like those Be a Pro mode. They're like, you can get it to whatever, chapter 2 or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the problem is like, you start getting into the mode of, like, then you start telling developers have to do more work to realize, like, okay, well, we'll let you rent it, but how long do we let you rent it? Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's like kind of an argument to some people. But like, also Tapeworm here is like, if you do like, hey, come rent a game for 10 bucks for a weekend, and then if you buy it, we knock 10 bucks off the price.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll give you a 4-hour trial of the game for 10 bucks. If you like what you're seeing here, you buy the full thing and we'll take 10 bucks off the game.
Yeah.
That would get more people into more genres of games too. It's like that entry of like back in the day with renting games. It's like, I don't know if I like this game. Let me rent it and see how I like it.
It's
and
funny,
if you like it, drop the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like the cost of buying games now, it hits similarly to how it did, I think, in the 90s, where you're like, an N64 game was like $120. Like, it was, we forget, it was absolutely crazy. And the inflation, like, I don't want to get into that. I just more want to get into like the perception right now is that gaming is very expensive. And yeah, there's all these different vectors that you could attack and try to get people to care about your thing, whether it's the most powerful thing or the best exclusives. But if somehow somebody cracks, they're making it more affordable, or they're trying, like, if they're addressing our wallet in really creative ways, man, that would be pretty compelling. And honestly, they could do it completely outside of launching a new console. They could do it now.
Oh my God, dude. again, like there's a lot of things I think about of like when they start talking about this new stuff, software update these old consoles to do some new stuff and make people all of a sudden go, oh wait, I can do some cool things for $300. Go buy a Series S, or God, isn't Series S like 400 now or something, whatever the hell it is.
I think it just went up since we started the show.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone up. It just went up again. But like, as far as it goes, like, yeah, like Seth too, that's exactly what Nintendo's been doing for game trials for years. Again, if Xbox really wants to get people's attention, flip the script and change a lot. Like that. Here's what I'll say. If I trust a company enough to be able to handle an online infrastructure like this, it would be Microsoft of all companies.
Imagine like you could buy like 10 rental coupons and just kind of like vouchers or something, like just like the
what
old
if Game
days,
Pass
man.
came with 2 a month?
There you go. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Just
idea.
Like add value to this and be like, oh, here's 2 rentals. Choose whatever 2 rentals you want a month.
They don't stack though.
You got to use them.
If we ran Xbox, we've had in a long time.
Yeah, exactly. For real.
Pretty good.
It's just, I trust Xbox to have an infrastructure to do this.
I would count this as, I've been screaming about this for a while as well. You know, they were really the first ones. Xbox was really the first ones to bring in like online gaming. They were the first ones to really bring in first-person shooters with Halo, achievement systems. Like I miss this level of like innovation and like had people. That's where people were going crazy and they wanted to. They wouldn't care if there was a red ring of death. It's like so much else was great about the Xbox ecosystem. I think this is why we podcast about Xbox. Even still, it's like they can do it. Like just do something amazing, I guess. I don't know. Fee, is there anything else that we should tackle here on this topic? There's still more time to do it next week. You know, we'll be back.
What? Here's the thing. We will have copious amounts of episodes between now and the release of Project Helix where Xbox should listen to us because we had some pretty good ideas tonight, Sean. We had some, honestly, not just good, I would say great ideas tonight. For sure.
Very, very quick before we close things out, I want your guys' thoughts on the name Project Helix. What do you think about that, Mitch?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't care.
Don't care
they're gonna have the Project Helix first edition consoles, just like they did Project Scorpio for Xbox One. Are they gonna do that too? I don't know, man. Whatever, dude. It's cool. Like that's fine.
DNA.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Taking it back,
bro.
Yeah, I was saying to you guys in the chat. Sounds like something like an Umbrella Corp kind of.
It really does. Mm-hmm. It really does. And then, Wesker shows up in the marketing for Xbox and we'll be like,
oh, no. Then we're all in trouble.
We're all in trouble.
Doomed.
Very cool. Anything else for the greater good?
Nope.
That is all. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to this here episode 422. What is the name of the next Xbox, you guys? We want to see it. We want to hear it. Leave your comments down below. Join the Discord before I thank everybody who makes this even remotely possible by supporting us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. I want to talk to you guys first. Tell them, Fee, where can they find you on the internet? Tell them the things.
You can find me here. You can find me over on Discord at Zeranix. If you want to talk about all things Xbox, maybe Eurovision, we want to talk about the pit, feel free to hit me up over there. You can also hit me up over on Twitch. I'm going to be starting streaming again, everyone. I took a week off for reasons I will not discuss. Either way, I am going to be back. I'm going to be playing some Tiny Bookshop. And I'm really excited. I might be checking out I might be on someone else's stream tomorrow, everybody. But that's for them to decide if they want to talk about that on Discord. Either way, thumbs up.
Come on, Kay.
Yeah, Kay. Yeah, let's call her out.
Did I nail
yeah,
it?
Kay said she was going to stream.
Yeah, do it, Kay.
Yeah, Kay, because she always jumps on my streams.
All right, good. Is that it?
Yeah, it sure is,
okay,
Sean.
That's enough.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, Mitch, what do you got over there? You got a .com or something?
I do. MitchPower1116.com. This weekend I'll be playing some Ghosts of Yote, and I'll be playing some Arc Raiders and Apex. So come to watch all of it on YouTube and on Twitch. MitchPower1116.com. Is that fast enough, Sean?
Yeah, you're fine. Like you don't feel like you got to rush it. Like you're okay. It was just a bit was going on. It's all right. It's fine. I'm not mad. As for me, breaking news: Blue Sky, Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. We are back, baby. Full government name on Blue Sky. Hell yeah, we're doing the damn thing. Also, a lot of mornings, twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live. Support us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. And I think that's probably enough. So I will move on to say thank you to every single one of you who supports us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. What are you shaking your heads about? What's going on here?
Don't worry, end the damn show.
Thank you so much for choosing to do this, everybody. We couldn't do it without you guys. Really, seriously, it's crazy that you do it every single month. Ultimate producers, thank you so much. Brendan Myers, a.k.a. _Winter Gamer, always there in the morning streams. I see you there, Brendan Myers. Thank you so much to Jonathan Brown. You should listen to, by the way, Jonathan Brown, you listen to his music already. I keep encouraging you guys, go to Apple Music and Spotify. It launched the damn show. He did the music for the show. He's amazing. He's a wizard. Go to linktra.ee/pme.jib. Listen on Apple Music and Spotify, just like me, Sean Capri. Thank you so much to Jonas Young, the originator of the Soft J, and to Tony Baker, you wonderful son of a gun. Handsome devil, just a sweetheart of a man. Thank you so much to our ultimate producers. Thank you to platinum producers. I'm sorry, I almost said Smokin' Yo, but no. Non-smoking _yo, the captain, and Brian Reese, who throws Amanda like a shot put and or javelin. Thank you to our gold members, Adam K, Awesome Dave, 1337, Benny, Brad Moore, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Yon32, Laura, Ligerwoods 330, Mr. Giggles, Patrice Mallette, Peje EP, Stephen Keller, and TechMike. If you would like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. It just takes a second. And you can support us, and we love you very much for it. Thank you so much. That is the end of episode 422. Fee, last chance to tell anybody that I might have cut you off to tell people about, or you just say bye.
Have a great night, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.